West from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides, like an indecision to call you and hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight.
Don't waste your time on me.
My phone died.
Already the voice inside my head. I miss you.
I miss you.
Yeah.
This is the most.
We tried.
Well, no, I mean the singing is great as always.
It's top notch, top tier quality of content.
This is the first
Me and
time.
Todd are gonna start a boy band here in a minute.
Yeah, no, you should.
It's gonna be great.
No, this is the most technical difficulties we've ever had with the pod. I think.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm in a whimsical fucking mood.
Are you a little angry?
I'm a little peeved.
A little peeved?
I'm a little bit
a little
tiffed.
frustrated?
Yeah.
I thought Cody was about to tee up on this fucking laptop and Bo Jackson it over his knee.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, our brand new shiny fucking interface decides that it just doesn't. Its USB port is just
That
dead.
I waited 3 months for, or some shit like
It
that.
was on
Some
back
crazy
order and
shit.
everything. It just decides that it doesn't connect to computers anymore.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Behringer.
That's lit.
I'll never fucking co-sign you again.
Well, that'll go back. It'll be fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
they kind of have a cornering on the market of the 4-way that cheap.
Yeah, for sure. It was no, dude. Like I stand by the, and we have the exact same thing, just like my older one, and it works fine and has always been fucking great. There's a ton of people that hate fucking Behringer products, and I think they're silly and dumb because Behringer makes some cool shit for the low price of whatever the fuck they sell it for. But I mean, they rip a lot of people off, like copy their designs and shit like that. Which, like, yeah, plenty of reasons to hate Behringer. I hear you, but like, I don't think all their shit is garbage. But you know, in this instance, we got a garbage fucking interface. We plugged the motherfucker in one time. It sat on a desk for like 3 episodes, and now it's dead. So I mean,
Fuck my
I
life.
have not done shit to it.
yeah, I know.
It's just sat there.
Oh, you've just put plates on it, you know, just dirty dishes.
That's
and
been
shit.
set on my laptop.
Yeah, well,
which is
I mean,
already
it's-
fucked.
No, it's fine. I mean, but it should be able to survive some fried chicken grease. That doesn't, you know what I mean? My standards are a little higher than that.
I mean, yours had cum on it for basically.
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to get something that resembled cum on mine.
Yeah, I
but
don't know. It might have been like donut shit, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, donut glaze.
Glaze?
But
Yes.
yeah, no, it looked like
That's what we're going with.
it looked like you got a little too excited watching Ronda Rousey fucking wrestling videos and just
Hit
splooged
someone
on
with
my
a
fucking
suplex
shit.
and then a super tough armbar.
I wouldn't go there. There's others, you know.
I wish she would pretend to punch me in the face.
Wait, what's that dude with the fat ass Sunny Kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn gets real hard
AEW.
watching him.
No. That's a guy. Confused, maybe a little bit. I'll be honest, but
He's hella thick.
yeah. Waist down. He does.
He does possess a dummy thick dumper, if you will.
It's ridiculous. Most women would be jealous.
Got a wagon and a dump truck attachment.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, this is episode 14. Going backdoor.
Yep.
We're here. We're vibing.
14. Holy shit.
14. That means 14 weeks.
14
Have you
weeks.
ever committed to something for 14
And
weeks in
that's
your life?
How many
4
months?
years.
That's what? 1, 2, 4.5?
I'm not even going to do the math. I'm not going to check you. We're just going to roll with it. 4.5. Have we done this for 4.5 months? Is that real?
3.5.
3.5?
4.5.
Because there's 4 weeks in a month.
Yeah, 4.
4 times
8,
3 is 12.
12.
And then one more.
Yeah, 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
So that's why I
Whatever.
didn't check your math.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you, Todd.
Quick math.
Quick math. Sad but fast.
You know, they do say the Nazis were very good at math, so it doesn't make sense.
Jesus Christ,
We
stop
helped
it.
the Americans get to the moon. Yeah, we hired
That-
Nazi scientists to get us to the moon. Look into it.
That Freudian slip. Yeah.
Project Paperclip, it was called. Us and the Soviet Union split the Berlin Nazi joint.
We're on to you. CIA?
Shit. So let me think. Where we at? We lots of sports shit. Probably.
Let's lead off with the night we had last night.
Okay. Good call. Everyone was late, and it was like wrangling fucking kittens and everything. But
I wasn't late. I made it there in time to take a nap before you showed up.
Bro, we talked about it so hard too.
Yeah.
Okay, so backstory on this. I'm on my way up there, right?
Okay,
it's a 45-minute drive.
I
left, half an hour after you did? I had enough time.
half an hour after.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure because I had enough time to come back here, let the dogs out,
You're actually
smoke
stupid.
2 cigarettes.
You're actually
and then
such a
get back in
fucking
my
idiot.
car and start driving there. And I wasn't even trying.
Okay. I pulled up on you at the gas station. I said, we're heading out now. You said, okay. I got all the way outside of town, and then Dally called.
Yeah.
And then I had to go back.
I'm talking about what went through my head on the way up there when I passed you.
Yeah, but
and
you're
then when you
wrong,
explained that, I was like,
as
all right.
usual. And so I had to wait on Dally for fucking 10 minutes.
You
He gets
continue
in
to
the
cover
car.
your ass on going slow.
I
That's
cover
fine.
my ass. Okay.
That's fine.
Listen, if the Subi wasn't a piece of shit and would downshift, I would not have let you pass me, and you would have had to merge back behind me and follow me all the way into Todd's town. Because you would have either that or hit ongoing traffic. But the Subi does not downshift on command.
I got full coverage.
yeah,
I'll go into full on.
congrats. I have liability because
coverage.
I drive pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shitbox gang.
I'm poor.
Well, I'm not doing
Well,
real
yeah,
great
but you
either.
just don't pay your bills. I
Yeah.
pay my bills. I'm just poor. You're like, I need a new car, and then you're like, now I can't pay my electric bill. Like, trade, good trade.
Wins
Do you
and
really
losses.
need power?
Yeah, we do our podcast here.
Yeah. We need electricity.
They
to
have
do
you.
it.
fair.
They have you on the poverty billing system, and we're making a podcast on it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of lit, honestly.
And you're a bold motherfucker too, because you turned the AC on a minute ago.
It's a little warm, you know?
You're
I don't leave it on all the time. I turn it on for like 3 hours.
they
and
shut your
it off.
shit off, and you called them like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And then they're like, "Oh, you owe us a fuck ton of money, but here, we'll just do it like this." You're like, "Okay," and now we're back to sucking all the electricity.
I made fucking fire steaks for everyone.
Todd did make amazing steaks
They were
last
all
night.
right.
Actually,
Could use some oregano, you know?
Fucking.
oh my god. No, dude, like
Was it cheese and potatoes, you know?
like I don't know if like it was a seasoned steak, right?
Yes.
I'll put it like that. It was seasoned well, like the seasons were strong but great, right? I don't know if I could go to a restaurant and get a steak that good. You know, by the time that we got there, we were behind schedule, waiting on women and Dalton, and I had to go back. You know, it was, you know, so it wasn't like as warm as, you know, it was well rested, you know,
Yeah.
but it was, dude, I fucking high quality shit.
It was good. I will give you that.
Yeah.
What did you use to season it with?
Salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, garlic powder,
Huh, okay.
and rosemary leaves I hand put into them.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say,
Perfect.
that's what my dad cooks with is rosemary leaves.
Yeah.
Rosemary
really
leaves and pepper.
No, dude, I genuinely put that up there.
And
Like,
salt it, you know.
there's like a couple times where you eat something in your life and you're like, holy shit, that's good. Like, my dad was friends with this guy who passed away, but he ran a bar and he was just like a fucking amazing chef. And one Christmas he made like a prime rib that was just like probably the
fuck.
number one thing that I've ever fucking eaten. And like Todd steaks last night are like not clearly as good as the prime rib, right? But it's up there. It's like alongside, you know what I mean? Like,
get it.
I'm
I'm
gonna remember those steaks. Like that was really fucking good.
Yeah, we had a great night. There was a great fight card we watched.
You guys
that
will
I paid
remember
for.
my steaks
Yeah, for
I-
the
for
absolute.
for the wrong reasons, but you'll remember my steaks.
Yeah. You're goddamn right we will.
Hey,
It was 50% oregano, 50% lemon pepper. That's why I'll remember those steaks.
it wasn't 50.
Oh, there was nuance?
If anybody's looking for new friends, I don't suggest this fucking guy, okay? For one.
I think he's a swell fella.
Thanks, buddy.
He gave me a steak.
Okay, if you're looking for 2 new friends, I would suggest either one of these fucks.
I
dropped
can make
$65 on dinner last night, and I'm an asshole. I hand cooked everything. It took an hour.
Hey, I'm not
Hosted.
saying you're an asshole because you cooked. That was a very nice thing. You are a good friend in that respect.
I gave you beer.
But
But he did
there's such thing as
free beer.
lying that is helpful to people, you know?
lie. Oh, I see. Oh, Dalton,
Make me feel a little bit better about myself.
my
you know?
my steak.
These steaks aren't terrible. They're at least edible. You know, Cody tried at least. You know,
I ate the whole thing.
you came in like Gordon Ramsay. Were like, this is trash.
Yes.
Go outside and shoot yourself.
I gave your steak like a 6. Like I don't like, dude. I haven't like cooked a steak in a long time, especially, and neither one of you cooked them on a grill, right? So like, whenever I think steak,
Don't cook a steak on a grill; it gets dry.
See, that's what I mean. But that would have been my instinct. So like, I probably can't cook a steak as good as you can. You see what I'm saying? Like, I give you a 6. Like it was a decent like home cooked steak. You know.
But if you do move in with me, I can show you how to cook.
Oh my god.
Speaking of grills, I might be getting one.
Oh, dude, I have one.
That's fine.
For
I don't use it. I don't want it.
that one outside?
Yeah.
That propane?
Yeah.
Huh.
Propane accessories.
Well, I might be getting a propane grill for like $30.
I don't know how the fuck I managed it. Taj's grandparents gave me a grill and it sat outside my dad's place for like 3 years, and then I sold it to some guy on Facebook for like $100.
God damn.
I feel like it was fucking highway robbery, but the dude said he's familiar with the brand and Taj's grandparents are rich, so maybe that helped me out a little bit. Yeah, literally. I was like,
Suns potentially are going to have a hard road to the Western Conference Finals.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that depending on the results of tonight?
Yes.
Or, okay.
The results of the Jazz game later, which I forgot to look up who they play.
Before we deep dive on the Suns, can we talk about what we've seen and what's happened so far tonight thus far?
Okay, yeah.
Warriors came back and stomped the shit out of Memphis.
Steph Curry came back, dropped 44 on their fucking head.
Steph's
got
on
his
fire.
second scoring title.
God damn.
Yes. In one foul swoop, passed up Bradley Beal, got a dub. Now they're the 7th seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now he's the 7th
Draymond
seed.
had like a couple dunks and shit. Like Draymond was trending on Twitter anyway. It seemed like a good Draymond game.
That
I know
horse tooth fucker.
Yeah.
I know you guys aren't big Draymond fans, but you know.
He just looks like he's gonna get married to someone who's in the military.
Yeah.
Because he's like all gums. You know?
What was and then wasn't there a rookie that banged a 3? He was trending on Twitter. Was it Jordan Poole or some name like that?
Or did he have a dunk?
I'm not sure.
He scored 38 the other night.
Oh, goddamn.
He had some. Yeah, he had some highlight. Like
popping up.
Yeah,
He had a
young blood.
good night the other day. Yeah, they're doing good. The Bulls are officially out of the playoffs.
Yeah. What did we think about the Grizzlies' performance in that game?
Ja did not have a great game.
Not a great
He
game.
was trying hard, though. It
Yeah.
just wasn't falling for him.
For sure. Does he have help at all on that team? I
A little bit.
He's got good role players.
They've got a good base, right?
They've got good role players, a good rotation. They don't have a second star.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah, you guys were talking about that. Can the Grizzlies get him another star and become contenders?
We literally had this conversation
Yeah,
while you were gone.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
There is no chance in hell. Okay. They'll have to go the Minnesota route and just lose
Okay.
and like hope they get a good pick.
And they're in
a good
Memphis,
player.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not exactly a superstar town, right?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Love Memphis, but
Yeah, it's a nice city, but it's not the media presence isn't there.
sure.
You know?
I would
They're
love to
medium-sized
be
market.
I'd rather
or
be
New
in
York.
fucking Memphis than like Minnesota or some shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fucking
Minnesota's
Indiana.
just
Yeah.
fucking cold.
I may
They
even go
suck.
Memphis over Milwaukee.
I'd rather be in Phoenix, though.
Yeah, Phoenix is good, and I think they're the same tier of town. But God, their team is so much better this year. You know, it seems like they're on a
See, the only thing Milwaukee has going for them is I don't think Giannis is going to leave. So
Yeah.
you have that.
well, Giannis. I'm just
That
talking
might
like
make other stars be like, I'll go play with Giannis.
I was thinking more along like just lifestyle in the city. You know what I mean? Like I
Okay.
understand they have Giannis. Like there's a lot of reasons someone would go to Milwaukee, but it's not because of the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Memphis sounds okay on paper. You know,
Yeah.
as an environment.
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're in the South. Weather's a little better. I mean,
Still don't really know how the play-in tournament works and how that's going to affect the bracket.
we're confused as shit.
That shit's gotten confusing.
But it seems like if the Suns have a good night and the Jazz have a bad night,
The Suns already won today.
the Suns already won today. Okay, so then let's talk about that. Who did they play?
They played the Spurs. Antoine Moore made the game-winning shot, go-ahead bucket
Okay,
for the last 2 points.
my
gotcha.
guy, Antoine Moore. He used to play for the Bulls back in the day.
Seems like a lot of people used to play for the Bulls.
And then he went to New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
I think he was in there with the Tibbs years for a short time.
And now he's rocking with the Sun Gods, boy.
Yeah, and somehow he's there. He's a solid role player.
Yeah, he hit a clutch shot for us. Fuck yeah, dude.
A nice little defender, shoot a little bit.
And I'm sorry, I'm having trouble keeping up. Who did you guys take out? Who did the Suns beat today? Spurs. Okay,
yes.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Spurs.
Speaking of the Spurs, did you guys see the nasty dunk Giannis had on him?
Oh, yeah.
Took out
He dunked on 3/5 of their starting lineup.
Yeah. Shit was crazy.
It was wild.
I don't know who number 25 is for the Spurs. But
is that the white guy?
Yeah. Learn how to play some fucking defense.
Yeah.
He's got the hops of me.
Like, he's got the side quickness, whatever you call that.
Lateral.
Lateral. Like, he was not there. Non-existent, my guy.
Non-existent. Couldn't jump either.
Oh, yeah. Damn. And then he got postered. The only
guy
guy...
had a dick on his face and on his back.
The dude that was... I don't know what his name is or what number, but the guy that was like... Because there were two dudes that jumped with Giannis, and there was one guy that like walked in
and
just
like had dicks all around him.
Yeah, just kind of accidentally walked into getting dunked on. But like... Dude, in that situation...
Punch him in the dick!
No. Don't step into that. Go the opposite direction. Get away.
Oop, just like lay down, little homie.
Quit.
How did Devin Booker and everybody do? Just the usual?
Devin Booker dropped like 33. Okay. Everyone the night before on that blowout game. Mm-hmm. Every player that played scored.
Damn.
Yeah. Impressive. The Suns are a good fucking squad. Monty Williams is a fucking G.
True. Let's see, what else was there? Someone beat the Knicks. Who beat the Knicks beat somebody. Oh, the Knicks beat the Celtics, benched all their starters, and the Knicks beat them.
Yeah.
Basically.
That was today, right?
Yeah. And so they locked in for the play-ins. So then Russ and Bradley Beal played on his injured hamstring. Mm-hmm. They said he was moving like 2021 Gronk, is what we read on Twitter. Not too hot, I guess. Him and Russ both put up like 23, and they beat someone. Can't remember who they beat.
Yeah.
But then they faced the
Hornets, wasn't it?
Yes. It was the Hornets,
the Hornets.
And then, so from my understanding...
There was that flagrant foul on LaMelo.
Okay.
Which I wish he would have got like knocked out or something.
True. Yeah. But it looks like that locks the Wizards in to see the Celtics in the play-ins.
Okay. Yes.
And so then me and Todd were sort of talking about, do the Wizards have a chance in hell against the Celtics in that? I mean, is that a competitive series? Or
it's going to be competitive.
It'll be competitive because...
and is anyone on the Celtics injured, or why did they bench their starting line? Just a rest? Or?
Oh, there's a lot of injuries on that team.
Is there? Okay.
Jaylen Brown's out for the rest of the season.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
I think...
Yeah.
I think Tatum's out with an ankle injury.
True. Bradley Beal's hamstring is clearly not healthy from what we heard.
Said it wasn't attached to his bone.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to depend on who can step up off that bench.
For sure.
Coming in.
And I mean, Russ is inconsistent, but he has those clutch moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if Russ decides to spaz,
because I mean, I don't think he can depend on Bradley Beal the way he needs to. You know what I mean? So it's kind of going to be on Russ.
It's a tournament, so it's one game.
Okay.
So we're not talking a series.
Okay.
So it's one game.
Gotcha.
If Russ has a bad game that game, I mean, they're fucking done.
Okay, so I didn't understand this completely, and I don't know if this made it on the list of talking points necessarily, but I was reading about the other night, the Clippers lost some shit that they shouldn't have lost. And someone was drawing up the conspiracy theory that the Clippers were ducking the Lakers for that first round of the play-ins.
I love a good conspiracy theory.
Right.
Until it comes from a Lakers fan.
Okay.
Because then it's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. You know, like your vegan ass not eating meat needs to just take it and shove it up your ass.
So you think the Clippers have nothing to fear from the Lakers right now? Is what
they definitely do.
No.
They definitely do.
No, that team is a crippled LeBron, Anthony I'm a bum Davis, and a bunch of fucking
so the Lakers aren't a threat,
motherfuckers.
The Lakers aren't a threat.
Not in my opinion, no.
So then
if they make the finals,
yeah.
I may just end up watching hockey.
Okay.
Like, that's how I'm going to start watching golf over the NBA.
Okay.
Okay.
God.
Like,
I hear you.
I will be pissed. pissed.
I don't think the Lakers are at 100%, but I don't know if you could just like, you know what I mean? Like you're
disrespect playoff LeBron like that.
No, I'm going to disrespect LeBron.
I mean, you're acting like
I'm going full Skip Bayless right now.
You're acting like they're the Bulls or something.
Dak Prescott, you fucking pussy.
I can't feed my family on $30 million.
No, I'm talking about your dead brother. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. He had a family, bro.
I was making fun of Skip Bayless.
Come on, Skip.
And kind of Dak Prescott's dead brother. Yeah.
So the Knicks are locked in. Do you guys do you have the plans like where you can pull them up and we can just
I was trying to.
Because as it stands, if the Suns remain the second seed in the West, they have like some of the hardest battles there. They face the Lakers and the Warriors, right?
Yeah.
So that's a real uphill battle. But if the Jazz take an L and the Suns do well tonight, they could switch.
Suns already won.
So, okay, Suns are good, so it's up to the Jazz to lose. And if the Jazz lose, then they have that uphill battle of seeing the Warriors or the Lakers.
Potentially, but we honestly don't know how the fuck the playing tournament's going to work.
And the Jazz are playing... the Kings.
God damn it.
Well, get fucked.
Okay.
They're not going to lose tonight. It's the Kings.
Okay, I hear you.
Unless De'Aaron Fox goes for 60... and spazzes completely.
Okay.
There's no way in hell.
All right.
Okay.
So then that leaves the Suns locked in for
the
Warriors
one I'm really
Lakers.
paying attention to is Portland and the Lakers, right?
Okay.
Because as it currently stands, fuck me, God damn it. All right.
Yeah.
Currently, as it stands in the West,
I don't know why I'm trusting you to make sense of this, but I am.
the Lakers
so go ahead.
and Portland, right?
Okay. Yep.
The Lakers are a 7th seed. Portland is a 6th seed, right?
Yeah.
Their records are identical at 41 and 30, right?
Yep. Okay.
So, tonight, the Portland plays the Nuggets.
Okay.
So, there's a chance they win that game. I'm a little iffy on that. I'm a little skeptical on that one.
I don't think so.
The Lakers play the Pelicans.
Yeah, so...
Now, I know you don't like him, but Zion, I'm going to need you to beat this fucking team, okay?
I hear you.
Oh no, he's got a broken finger, dude. He's not playing.
Lonzo, I'm gonna need you to go nuts then. Or is Brandon Ingram healthy?
No idea.
Who knows?
There's a basketball team in Louisiana.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good fucking point. But yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping that the Blazers can stay 6th seed, Lakers 7th seed. So then LeBron is in the play-in, and then,
Okay, I got
be
you.
all sad.
Huh, interesting.
Maybe tragically lose.
We pretty much have Nuggets over Portland, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's competitive, but...
It'll be competitive because they have Damian Lillard.
For sure.
But...
We watched another Portland's game. One of those nights when I came over in the middle of the night. We watched a decent... I don't think it was an important one, but...
It was Portland and...
Wasn't there like weird calls?
It was Portland and Phoenix.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wait, did they get blown out?
No, dude. It was it was literally D-Book one, off the
free throws,
off the weirdest foul ever. Dalton was explaining it.
It was a late reaction,
it was like dude was like playing defense and his arm was like in front of D-Book or like maybe slightly touched him.
And he kind of leaned in and was like fading away.
Yeah, and they gave him the foul.
They waited until he missed it and somebody got the rebound and then they were like, okay, since he missed.
Right, that game legitimately should have went into OT. That would have been the right thing. That would have been the better basketball game, you know what I mean? But it was just a weird ref thing that happened. Yeah. And it was somebody missed free throws. Somebody was garbage and missed some free throws.
That was...
Bam?
No.
I'm just playing. I'm sorry.
Fucking moron.
It was
I was just quoting
somebody on Portland missed some free throws.
Oh, fuck. Why
and if he hadn't missed those free throws, there's no way the Suns would have won that game, basically.
It was one of the big guys, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't the big guy? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Suns are going to stomp most teams in the West in a series-based game.
Fair.
The Nuggets can't handle them in a series. I don't think the Jazz can.
Wait, handle who?
The Suns.
What are you dick riding, bro?
What do you mean?
Why are you dick riding?
This is the first time we've gone to the playoffs, and God knows when.
Yeah. Usually, a team that hasn't been to the playoffs, your team is young.
Did you see what we did in the bubble?
So you know what's going to happen? Playoffs are different than the bubble.
Have the Suns beat the Warriors this year? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So you know what's going to happen?
They won the series.
Steph's real hot right now.
All it has to happen is you guys have to run to a veteran team that's just going to be outsmarting them.
The Lakers?
Because really the only one you guys have to back you up is Chris Paul.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying. They're beatable. Bro. They're beatable.
Yeah. Yeah. In a series, yeah. Best team chemistry in the league, yeah.
Best team chemistry.
Who has better chemistry in the league? I'm serious.
Utah.
Miami?
Utah. Maybe Miami, bro. I'm serious. Dead ass.
Yeah.
Maybe like locker room chemistry, not on the court.
Hey, worst shooting percentage, 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, still best team in the East.
Are they?
See, I don't know if that's a fact. I'm just going off. They have Ben Simmons.
We're gonna accept it and fuck Ben Simmons.
Who's the first seed in the East now? Is it still Philly?
I think so.
Can we check?
I'll check. Yeah,
Can we check standings? We've been stuck on this fucking
Philly's
tournament that makes no sense.
Philly's on top still.
I think we're just too fucking stupid for it.
New York.
Knicks are a 4 seed. What the fuck? What timeline are we living in?
D-Rose.
Literally D-Rose.
Yeah, D-Rose.
Julius Randle is an ugly motherfucker, by the way.
Yeah, he's not pretty. Atlanta is a 5th seed.
Atlanta's a 5th seed. That's a little
Miami
surprising.
6.
Wizards somewhere in there.
Boston 7.
Okay.
Washington 8.
Washington 8.
And then 9 would be Indiana, and 10 fucking Charlotte. God damn it, they beat us by 2 fucking games.
The Bulls.
Fuck.
Let the Pacers outperform them, bro. How does that happen?
The Pacers have made the playoffs the last couple of years.
Yeah, but like why?
They've been all right.
Who do they have?
They have Sabonis, and he is a very good big man.
Is he a white European?
Yes.
Yeah, but he's like a smaller big.
Yeah, he's only like 6'8".
Yeah, but he's pretty damn athletic.
Fucking trade him to the Mavs or wherever those other European fuckers are. Let's just.
I bet Indiana wants a pretty penny for him.
Yeah, I bet they do.
And then the standings in the
They got
West.
Chris LeVert and all that other shit too.
You got West standings pulled up?
West standings, yes. I have ESPN in the West.
How's it looking?
The good old Utah Jazz are on number 1. I never thought I'd fucking say that in my entire life. God damn it, I am sorry. Utah Jazz. The fucking Jazz.
Are the Jazz...
There, I've got the right energy.
The
fucking Jazz are the top seed.
Is Donovan Mitchell still out or is he back?
Yeah,
like,
he's still
is that team healthy?
I think he's still
Rudy
out.
Gobert dribbled like
gone.
a fucking handicapped person the other day.
He's a big man who's known for defense.
I don't know. Dribble
I'm
harder,
just saying
bro.
he's got handles like the Special Olympics.
That's fine. He still blocks shots.
What did he
You're
get?
still not scoring
Was it
on
a
him.
backcourt pass? Like, what did he do to get the turnover?
He was at half court and he threw the ball like sideways.
Yeah.
And it was more the other guy's fault because he hadn't crossed half court and then grabbed the ball.
He looked like a fucking baby deer out there.
Like,
he looked like he had never touched a basketball
I'm blaming
before.
the other dude. It was probably Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, I mean,
slow ass.
Some fucking idiot on the other team let Gobert get like a fucking turnover or some shit.
Yeah.
Like he is a weird possession. Yeah. Like he was not ready for it.
I feel like Gobert's one of those guys who's like 1 point above from having to live in a home.
I don't know, man. He's just big as shit. And
like he's just out here raw dogging life with just like the
he
littlest.
He raw dogged that coronavirus. I'll tell you what.
Damn,
got him.
Oh yeah, he kept getting COVID too.
Oh,
didn't he have it like twice?
Yeah.
Or some shit?
No, he was the one handing it out.
You're right. Like what the
press conferences?
Press conferences.
Hey guys, here you go. Here's your COVID.
Warm ups.
You're big as shit. You can't dribble, and you keep licking doorknobs. Like what the fuck is going on? Look with Rudy Gobert.
Just like a fucking Frenchman.
Jeez. Oh, that's his problem. He's from France.
He keeps kissing the whores on the mouth. That's what it is.
Jeez.
Just to say hi. He's not.
Oh my God.
Just everyone he sees in person, he's just, oh yes.
Yeah.
Mwah.
God damn it.
Donovan Mitchell. Mwah.
With his hands the size of like fucking dinner plates, just like gripping your face.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Dwayne Wade.
Oh, this is your transgender son? Licks his forehead.
It's nice to meet you, Tom Brady.
Oh, is this your kid?
I'm sorry I'm not 12.
And then, like, him and Tom Brady keep passing his son's mouth back and forth, just giving him big kisses, bro.
God damn it.
And he's just like, wee.
In my country, a simple kiss is high. Tongue is hello.
I can't dispute that.
The tongue is just for respect.
It means I really care.
All right.
Full of makeouts or conversations.
Like, they just give him one of those weird three-way kisses you see, like, mega drunk thoughts do at bars.
If I kiss your dick, it means I like you.
With some, like, unemployed douchebag who's got his arm around them both and he's just licking both their cheeks.
Wee wee.
Your Frenchman's pretty good, Dalton. I like it. It's almost as good as the Monty Python shit, but
Yeah.
So anyways, Phoenix is the second seed.
Half a game back. If the Jazz drop a game to the
Yeah,
Kings.
they're half a game
but
back.
I doubt it.
4 games back is Denver at third. The Clippers, they're in fourth.
yeah.
4 games back as well.
Ducking the Lakers. Didn't they lose to OKC? Wasn't that what it was? Like, it was like some weird shit. Like, they should not have lost.
They also have Kawhi, who's like, I like to sit out a lot, so
Load
fuck it.
management.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's on that shit. And
Yeah.
Paul George is, well,
So you saying Kawhi should
Kind
take
of
a
a
page
bum.
out of Bradley Beal's book and, like, play with his leg falling off the bone and
So
shit?
do you guys
No.
think Tom Brady's son has load management based on the amount of kisses he gets per week?
I think he manages loads with a washcloth in the bathroom.
Dad, why are you wearing the priest costume again?
That was just a peck, Daddy.
You're gonna kiss me like you love me. Kiss me like a Frenchman, you stupid whore.
Kiss me like Rudy Gobert. God damn it.
But Daddy, why don't you love me?
You know, it's weird that this is our brand. Like, you could consistently come here for Tom Brady kissing jokes. I don't know. Is that really what we... it's fine. No.
Daddy, why won't you love me? Rudy Gobert walks through him. Oui, I got this.
Comes in like Piccolo. That's my son.
Did somebody say we're kissing? I went Russian there for a minute. I'm sorry.
All right.
But Dallas back on track. Speaking of European teams, the Mavericks are in 5th seed right now. 9 games back. They're 1 game behind, or they're 1 game ahead of, my bad, Portland, who's a 6th seed, and the Lakers are currently in the play-in. Hopefully they stay there because fuck you, LeBron. And AD. Should have came to Chicago, you fucking degenerate.
There was something else interesting that happened.
Gold State, Memphis, and San Antonio. There you go. Got
Hassan
it over.
Whiteside got... Oh, not Hassan Whiteside. Oh, God damn it. Donis Haslam got ejected like
and,
4...
Yeah.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, got ejected after playing like 4 minutes at 40, bro.
He like
Yeah.
poked Dwight Howard in the eye or some shit.
He looked like a drunk uncle at a barbecue. You know what I mean?
No, he was just pissed. I think that he's what you call a hard-nosed vet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like,
In
you
my-
don't think I still got it, young blood?
Right.
Poked him in the eye.
Sure, I got gray in my hair and my beard.
Dwight Howard with dreads is just strange. It makes him look youthful in a weird way. Like, and he's old as shit, right?
It's almost like, I think he went through like a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Well,
at
yeah,
one
he's
point.
probably trying to relate to all 38 of his
Like,
children.
He's all tatted up now. He's got the dreads.
Wasn't he on the Lakers not too long
He's
ago?
probably got a nose ring. Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
He was
And
on
they-
the Lakers.
And they
when,
traded him to the Rockets?
He's been on the Lakers twice, bro.
That's disrespectful.
He was in Orlando for years, was an all-star.
Yeah.
Was the best big man in the league. Got traded to the Lakers to play with Kobe, right?
Yeah.
And that experiment failed. Dwight ended up being kind of a shitty center after that.
Yeah.
And then he just bounced around the league, played in like Charlotte.
Does
Houston,
is
a bunch
Meta
of
World
different
Peace in the
places.
league or did he retire?
Washington. Meta World Peace?
Yeah.
There's never going to be peace in the world. I don't know what this question is, Cody.
Ron Artest.
My favorite fan fighter.
Yes. Is he in the league or not?
No, he's
Okay.
He's
not.
retired.
I was just wondering.
He's probably got some kind of podcast out there
Something.
fighting with my feelings. Fighting with my fans.
Fighting poverty with my hands.
Just being a poor people.
Yeah, I swear to God. Get money.
Throw a cup, get hit.
I got
get cucked. There we
weeb
go.
socks on today.
Weeb socks.
Yeah, they're from My Hero Academia.
Oh, shit.
I think mine have Braille on them.
I wouldn't expect you to be able to read that either. No, Todd has a serious sock game going on.
Yeah, I like socks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I be balling in socks, bro. No shame.
So, do you have a foot fetish?
No,
No.
I'm pretty turned off by.
Okay.
Normally,
so just sock fetish.
Normally, when Dalton talks about socks, it's usually like cum socks, but I guess the white socks are doing pretty well, right?
Yeah,
Cum socks,
They've
yeah.
went from cum socks to being,
Okay.
a nice fresh pair of socks.
Yeah.
They're the cum sock
They
you
are-
freeze in
I'll give
case-
you 10 more seconds for baseball, and then
They
we're moving
are
on.
on an 8-game winning streak.
Okay.
They are the number 1 team in baseball. Fuck the Cardinals. There's
Done.
our
Okay.
time. Thanks.
And now we're done with baseball.
Fuck that sport.
Time to talk about UFC 262.
Okay, one more thing with baseball.
Oh my God.
Just got to get this over with. What is with the fucking camo hats? I don't get it.
Yeah, no. It
Like,
looks...
CT award to the entire baseball league. Okay?
Yeah.
MLB, congratulations,
It's-
you won. Anyways, continue.
I'm gonna laugh if it's something to do with like the Wounded Warrior Foundation or
It
some
probably
shit.
is.
definitely
I'm a horrible
is.
human being.
Yeah, I know.
But
Toby
you know.
Keith is involved somehow. It's a fucking mess.
You know what? If he is, I don't feel bad anymore. I feel even better about making those jokes. Fuck Toby Keith.
That short Australian fuck.
My fucking...
He's from Australia. You didn't know that?
I think you're getting him confused with somebody
Keith
else.
Urban.
Keith Urban, yeah.
Oh fuck, my
I
bad.
was like, there's no way he's from Australia, dude.
My buddy just got out of the army, and I was at a bonfire with him, and he's never lied to me. He was my fucking babysitter when I was tripping on LSD. Trust him with my life, right? He's saying the property that we were on for this bonfire, I guess next door to it, like there's acreage, we're talking massive amounts of land or whatever. I guess Ted Nugent hunts like next to him. When he was a kid, he'd just be like fucking around out in the woods, and like people would like trespass and shit. He'd be like, "Hey, fuck off!" And I guess he drew a gun on Ted Nugent when he was like 10. It was like, "Get off my property!" And Ted Nugent was like, "You don't know who the fuck I am, like cat scratch fever, motherfucker," or something. I don't know what Ted Nugent talks about, but
That's
I guess
cool. I'm still gonna shoot you.
yeah. But I'm proud to say that I have a friend that drew a gun on Ted Nugent. That's badass.
That's kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking lit.
And then wasn't there a Bears player that owns a bunch of acreage like south of our town?
I think it was Jay Cutler. So we
was
could
it?
burn that whole fucking property to the
I know
ground.
another rich guy with a bunch of acreage south of town. He said that guy's land, the Bears player's land, he said it's shitty. He said it's really bad. And he doesn't want it. His land's better.
His Jay Cutler sucked.
Yeah.
Well,
He big suck.
I don't know how good he is at buying property, but I imagine it's him just as good as him throwing a football.
True.
You know?
Can I move on to UFC?
Yeah, we could do UFC now.
262.
Wait, one more thing.
Fuck you. 262 was last night. It was pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, dude, great, good fucking prelims.
Yeah,
that I
those
All
saw.
I remember is Tony Ferguson looking like an old, tired man.
Kind of does.
That was rough, dude.
Got his ass beat
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, not a good night for the Tonmeister.
by Beneil Dariush.
Whatever.
Yeah, hard to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Anyway, that guy just wrestled him. Tony
commie.
Ferguson landed the least amount of significant strikes in his whole career in that fight.
damn.
Wow.
He looked 3 steps slower than him the whole time.
Do you think he's retiring?
I think he's on his way out here soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you
Do you
think
think
he?
he'll retire if they release him?
Or,
Yeah.
I
Or he'll go
mean,
somewhere else.
He might go to like some shit.
if
I
he's,
don't know.
I mean, he's just going off what people say about him. Like he's mentally tough. Is he going to do the Nate Diaz thing and maybe take a bunch of fights he shouldn't, or like you know
I
what
could
I mean?
see
Like,
it. The
you know.
whole thing is it's up to Dana. It's
Yeah,
up to
for
the
sure.
UFC board.
Or
if they
maybe
wanna
more
keep
like
him.
a cowboy thing, where like you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like a
They keep him around because he's a draw. He's a fun guy to watch.
yeah, you know. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, why isn't Tony performing? Is it age or like what do you? I mean,
He went on a 12-fight win streak, and then the first fight he dropped, he got fucking destroyed by Justin Gaethje.
okay.
So you think it's like a mental block, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because before he was doing all this weird training shit. It looked like basically he was training himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets pieced up for like 4.5 rounds by Justin Gaethje before they
Just
stop
like
it.
throwing bangers and like was it a knockout loss or went to
No,
decision?
it was horrible. The doctor stoppage because
Okay.
eventually like Justin would hit him
Mm-hmm.
and his face was so swollen he would block like a second after he hit him.
Damn.
And it was just bad.
Okay.
Justin's coach was like, I need you to take about 20% off those shots. I don't want you to kill this guy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch that fight
We can.
Okay.
It's a good fight.
for sure.
Justin Gaethje hits really fucking hard.
Where is Gaethje in the like? Ah man, because Gaethje is one of those guys that I don't know that much about. Like next to like the guy that's been like Connor's current rival. I can't remember the guy's name. What?
Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, like Poirier and Gaethje. Like I like.
Poirier beat Gaethje when they fought.
Gotcha, but they are in the same division. They
Yep.
can see each other. So
Yep.
gotcha. So both of these guys are serious motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Like,
Justin's coming up and trying to find a title shot.
Gotcha.
Which, speaking of which, that title was unified last night. Since Khabib left, Dana finally let him go. Charles Oliveira dropped Michael Chandler after losing a round, getting dominated 8-10 on all scorecards. Crazy
reach advantage in that
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
Like props to Chandler because he was fighting like a fucking dog, dude. Like it was such
well,
a.
we
like,
saw what he did to fucking Dan Hooker, and Dan Hooker's
Yeah.
taller than Charles.
True.
Dan Hooker's like 6 foot. Charles Oliveira about like 5'10".
And Oliveira was like losing, trying to like jujitsu him to death and like,
Yeah.
you know, trying to submit him. It was like weird and he just kept getting beat up and shit. And then eventually he just started throwing hands and just like outstruck him. Like,
Caught him early in the second round, TKO victory.
yep.
And you had Chandler winning that, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Dude,
really thought
and
Chandler was going to go
kinda
in
had
there
on
and be
the
a
ropes
dog.
once or twice on there, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
he
I
had
thought
him
it was-
hurt in the first.
Yeah.
I think we all thought it was over a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
dude.
was once I literally said it was over
sure.
because Oliveira went down.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he just hung
like-
in there.
Yeah.
Props to the refs for letting that go that way
Yeah.
too. I guess you know, not instead of stopping it early. You know,
Some crazy accolades for my boy Charles Oliveira.
Yep.
23 fights to get his first title shot. Longest
Damn.
that of anyone who's a champion. Most finishes in UFC history,
Yep.
as well as most submissions in UFC history.
Wow.
And he is literally one fight bonus away from tying Cowboy for the most ever.
Holy shit.
This man is going to be a fucking legend.
He looks like a used car salesman from Miami.
He looks like a skinny, like strung out addict.
I was
True.
gonna say he looks like a younger version of Ferguson,
Maybe.
kind of like with
No,
blonde
he-
hair.
Tony Ferguson always kind of looked the same, honestly.
Yeah. And we were discussing about Tony, like he didn't even have like the traps. He didn't look in shape
He
anymore.
looks
like,
sucked out of what he
dude.
used to be.
He looks like he just gave plasma before the fight or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It was kind of sad. There was a crazy heel hook. Dariush and Dana White heard his ankle and knee pop.
Oh
And-
yeah,
Yeah, it was fucking bad.
that was rough.
yeah, there was randomly, I mean, it wasn't in any of the highlights or anything. It wasn't like an effective kick, but it was just like the widest like spinning back kick that I like. It just
Yeah,
stands
that
out
was
to me.
crazy.
Yeah, like it.
I don't
like,
remember who that was.
It
But that
didn't-
was
yeah,
crazy.
it didn't like hurt the dude necessarily. Like it wasn't like an effective strike, but it was just like crazy that it landed at all. Like it was
Yeah.
like just impressive athleticism.
Yeah,
like
it probably was like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
But
that-
like
That from a foot
But it was like
spinning on all body weight.
yeah, and it was like completely outstretched, like the widest it could
Yeah.
have possibly been. Like
probably barely got the dude. But
For
it was
sure.
still crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was one of those fights. But
And then my girl, Katlyn Chookagian, kept the karate hardy at pretty much the maximum reach distance and just pieced her ass up.
yeah,
When did that fight happen? Because I don't remember that happening.
It was on the
main event. Was it first or second fight in the main event?
second fight. It was a long, lanky white girl pieced
Yeah.
the fuck up out of the smaller Filipino, I believe.
Okay, I thought I asked you, was like, oh, is this the one from Instagram you showed me the other day? And you were like,
I was
no.
wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah,
He was
okay.
wrong, yeah,
Okay.
My bad.
it was. her.
That's why I was confused, because it was like, you didn't, like, you told me that wasn't. Yeah.
But Chookagian had the most significant strikes in the whole card.
Chookagian?
I don't how
Yeah, the lanky white girl.
It's CHOOKIGA.
Oh.
Try to find it on the
Bless us.
So her first name's Caitlin?
Yeah.
Caitlin
Or it's Katlyn.
Chookagian. Chookagian.
But yeah,
Chuckin'.
she fucked her up.
Cockin.
Gave her the hand.
141
Cock
piece
and mouth.
bucket to take her
Caitlin Cockenmouth.
L home with.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that piece?
Cockenmouth.
Ronaldo Souza got his arm snapped.
That was fucked up.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And they handled it so well.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Stopped it pretty much immediately. Like,
It happened, and he almost he just kind of sat there with the arm limp.
yeah.
And it almost seemed like he didn't react to it.
No,
almost.
he just didn't move it
He was
because it
just like,
fucking
"Oh, it's
hurts. But
Shock.
no, you see the dude, he was visibly locked up, had the arm, and then
You see a big pop.
something just gives. I didn't hear it audibly. They claimed, the announcers claimed they heard it.
Yeah.
We didn't hear it necessarily, but yeah, there's just in the body language, something gives, and everybody just stops what they're doing. It's fuck.
One thing I kind of miss, not having the fans there.
Yeah.
Tom Segura at his arm.
God.
Edson Barbosa landed the cleanest right hook on the planet.
Dude, that was a great fight.
Yeah.
Had Burgos' brain on a lag timer. He stood there with his hands up and he was like, oh shit, actually I'm going to sleep, and just
Yep.
fell.
Just
I don't know.
backpedaled into the cage.
I don't know. I think dude had prior problems, like a house episode. And just seized.
No.
That's what I'm going with.
I came over in the middle of the night one night, and Dalton's watching House, and it's this episode where House is being super petty. He lost $50 on a bet on an amateur boxing match, and he's like, "No, there's something medically wrong with this guy. He should not have gotten knocked out." And he spends the whole episode projecting and trying to diagnose this boxer with some mystery disease instead of saving an actual human being in the hospital, and it was pretty great. Yeah, and it was something about he just touched him on the back of the neck, and the dude passed out, and he's like, "Yeah, you got nerve damage or some shit." But
so maybe
could
he had
happen.
nerve damage.
yeah.
Potentially, if you see the shot where it lands, there's a beautiful picture of it. His jaw is completely off center.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was
perfect,
perfect.
lateral, your brain squish both sides of your skull.
If you know, dude, just walk up to him with a ruler or something and just smack him on the back of the neck and see what happens.
like an episode of House.
I'm curious.
The narrow side, though, not the flat side.
Yeah.
You want the narrow side to get the most
and you really want
pressure.
to smack him,
like a James Bond judo chop to the
Yeah,
back
yeah.
of the neck.
Like an old
you
grandma
don't even
and you're
need the
getting in
ruler.
the
Just
food.
Yeah.
karate chop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what happens. Give it a minute. Might take 5 seconds.
Try
Doc-
to paralyze your friends.
Dr. D. Todd.
Yeah. I'll be here all week.
Kind of running through. Talking.
Yeah, we might be. We might be. It's okay.
What do we got next? I'll
the
drag it out.
The fight of the night was an early prelims.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a fucking
How do
banger.
prelims work?
Every time we have an event at my house, I have to explain how the UFC's viewing presence works.
it.
The amount of time Dalton has to be at my house, I have to explain it every fucking time. How many fights are in each card? How many rounds are in those fights?
I'm waiting till
And
he
he
just
always-
starts ignoring me.
He always bitches about how long the pay-per-views take.
I swear to
he
God.
doesn't-
I'm not bitching.
He doesn't ever want to drive to your house.
You
He tried
guys
to.
are taking this way
You
too
tried to
serious.
wiggle out of hanging out with your friends last night. We had
I
a
was
pleasant gathering.
doing laundry. I was worried I would have to do that.
No priorities. You have all week to do laundry.
Like that's
You do your-
literally stopped you before.
You do your podcast once a week. Todd cleaned your house today before this podcast.
Slightly.
Yeah. I mean, he is a
very
clean
good
freak.
job.
No, he didn't. You're right.
Not my problem.
God.
I took up the garbage that was taking up my space, and then I moved on.
Yeah.
Gonna have to hire a cleaning lady. What's Monique up to?
That's racist.
That's not racist. That's not racist. That's sexist. I'm an asshole, but give him my proper title of asshole.
Anyway, fight of the night. Early prelims.
I'm sorry. I didn't look it up. My bad.
It's okay.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Here, let's take guesses.
You're not going to know their names.
Yeah.
It was
Wait, was it Mullet Guy?
No.
No? Fuck.
yeah, maybe Mullet guy and that other dude was pretty.
That was a good fight. They were
good
throwing
fight, yeah.
fucking hands.
What was the other? There was another one.
It
There's
was
two little
Kevin
dudes.
Aguilar and Tucker Lutz.
Sure, that one. That's
Sure.
what I was gonna guess.
Fight of the night. Absolute banger. 3 rounds. The whole third round, they were just slamming each other, dude. They were
Slamming.
back and forth. One guy rocked the other one, and then the other guy got rocked.
Crazy.
Yeah, it didn't have like this card. I don't feel like it had the hype of like a Masvidal Usman. Clearly, you know what I mean. It wasn't like an overhype, but I think it was like a better overall, just like consistent quality, like great prelims, like you know what I mean.
Big fights.
Yeah.
There was a lightweight title that was finally held by someone else who wasn't Khabib.
For sure, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, it had the high. It just didn't have like the name recognition to me as a casual fan.
Yeah, I mean that's fair because Michael Chandler, not a lot of people knew him.
For sure.
And that first round, he looked amazing, and then in the second round, got caught lacking.
Is the Diaz pay per view the next one? Or what's the next one? Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be in June.
Gotcha. This is a good thing. I mean, I dozed off a little bit towards the end. I was tired.
What qualifies for fight of the night? Like, how do they decide that?
Best fight.
Is there like a group of people, or is it just like Dana decides, or like
essentially Dana?
Yeah.
Just Dana. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dana decides, hey, that was a badass fight. Here's extra money.
Hey, that was a badass submission. Hey, that was a badass performance.
Yeah, just whatever, right?
Now, if Dana had dementia and just decided like,
you get a check, you get a check, you get a check.
I think the Ferguson match was fucking phenomenal.
Well,
you know what I mean?
he did up the bonuses last night, right? Like, did we mention that?
Fucking hilarious. Tony Ferguson asked for the bonuses to be $75K, and then just gets fucking shit stomped.
Does not get the bonus.
Doesn't do anything worth a bonus.
I think he owes Dana money after that, actually.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. He got pretty fucked up. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to see Tony back to where he was on a 12-fight win streak.
Do you think he would be good on commentary?
No.
Like,
he's fucking weird.
Yeah, he's awkward. He's an awkward motherfucker.
He's really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also think this pretty much cements, like, I don't know what the fuck Tony would have ever done with Khabib, by the way.
No.
Like,
he would have not done shit.
Everyone hyped that shit up, but yeah, that's like, I don't know.
UFC, ESPN, they've got this relationship right.
Yeah.
Kind of like me and your mother.
Likes to make really bad decisions in hiring people. You know, like Paul Pierce, Kendrick Perkins. Yeah. They like to hire a lot of
ESPN.
Richard Jefferson, who's kind of a bumbling moron too. So I could see them hiring Tony Ferguson. Like,
no, I think
he's not bald. You need to be bald to join the team, unless you're Paul Felder, who kind of looks like
Paul
your
Pierce isn't bald.
I just feel like ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be.
Tony will have to shave his head.
You have to be.
I mean, like go on ESPN.
Oh yeah.
They
he
do
could
like
do
a
that.
talk show or some shit.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be well and truly mediocre to be an ESPN announcer. You know what I mean?
I feel like I could do it.
Like TNT grabs legends, right? Like they've got Shaq and Charles Barkley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Tony had a run there. You know, I think if you know he's not good at talking, but I think he would go like TNT kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But ESPN, you need. I don't know. Like
they'd probably pick up some guy that got knocked out by McGregor like 3 years ago. Like, hey, you want to be a commentator?
We watched a fight not too long ago, or maybe he's on the Diaz card. I can't remember. That guy that they made I can't remember I think he fought on the last on the Nate and Masvidal card, and they're like, "Oh, he's a drug addict. He got clean. He's a badass," and then he just got slept immediately. And I think he fought recently. He came back. He's got a bunch of tattoos and shit.
Oh,
like big nose, kind of. I don't know who that guy is, but his highlights are great. But I just saw him get slept one time.
Cody Garbrandt?
Maybe. I don't know.
Short, little, tiny dude?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. We would have to confirm that. I don't know. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Confirm or deny.
Charles Oliveira did a crazy run around the entire arena after he beat him. He jumped over the cage, got like face to face with Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan just held him smiling like a proud dad. It was funny as hell.
Yep.
Went in the crowd like Ron Artest.
Didn't hit anyone. Was hugging
didn't
everyone.
fuck anybody up. Like a happy Ron Artest.
Didn't that one fucker have like a really unhinged anti-communist like winning speech or something? Can we look that up? Can we see like the details there? Because it seemed like it was crazier than I realized.
I don't think it really was.
I don't know. It seemed like there was a lot of Twitter chatter.
He was on this weird kick of like, oh, if you were a Tony Ferguson fan, you need to stay a fucking Tony Ferguson fan through these ups, through his downs. He's having a rough time right now. After you just beat his ass.
Yeah, which is like, that's
weird. It's kind of a nice thing, I think.
Yeah, I think know.
It's like, showing support,
maybe.
To,
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think
because Like, I don't know how it would...
I don't know that it makes Tony feel better, but maybe it's a good message to the fans.
Yeah. As far as, like, he's still a fighter. Like, he's still a badass. He's just,
washed up.
Yeah, it's like the Bulls, It's just it's a bad season.
It's a good franchise, bad team.
Cubs, the Cubs slogan, there's always next year, okay? So...
But for, 10 decades.
ESPN doesn't have a script for it.
Oh,
2016 though,
20, yeah,
they had that.
Yeah, that was a weird timeline to live in.
Yeah, so 3016, I'll get another one.
Facts.
Just you wait.
Yeah. With the baseball, the only interesting thing that's ever happened in baseball is when all those fuckers were on steroids, and then all that one team that didn't they win a World Series, but they were cheating, and they had all kinds of crazy spy technology and shit.
They all do that. Let's be real.
But that's such a weird, slimy fucking sport. I guess that it's the most American shit ever because it's all traditions and rules.
They were stealing our science, but they do it in the NFL too.
No, but didn't they have fucking electronics in the bats and speakers in the helmet and shit? I don't know.
I didn't hear about that.
I thought it was deep as fuck. That was my impression from Twitter a couple years ago.
I felt like it got all blown out of proportion.
Maybe
and it was the Astros. No, I think
they were using the dugout
phone. The dugout phone. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? Fuck the Astros. I don't really care.
Me either.
I got the article pulled up about.
Okay.
You want me to hand it?
You earn my keep, eh? This is an article from something called The Focus, some publication. This is an article by Joshua Rogers. He said...
Russian spy.
Stop. Dariush Saminis placed him on UFC lightweights on Saturday with a win over Tony Ferguson. He's a Syrian-American MMA artist.
Syrian spy.
Blah, blah, blah. However, in the interview after the fight, he mentioned Elon Musk and Marxism. What did he say about Marxist ideologies? He wants the car from Elon. He's been waiting on it or whatever. And then he also used his post-fight interview to dedicate the win to all those affected by Marxist ideologies.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. And then Marxist ideologies comment took to the platform. Wait, why does Dariush hate Karl Marx? Nah, why did he call out Karl Marx? These are tweets that I'm reading now. And Elon Musk on the same interview... I guess it was just a weird offhanded comment, and then Twitter is super communist, so they flipped out about it, and that's why I thought it was important.
Oh, speaking of communists, fuck the Chinese government.
And the Russian government.
14 weeks in a row, bitch. When are you gonna do something, you fucking pussies?
And the Italian government. And where we're at
Turkish government, too.
French government, you fucking pussies.
Oh, God.
And you're kissing...
They do have... I think France might have more riots than we do, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
They're not doing enough tonguing over there, apparently.
Yeah, they need to break out the guillotines again.
Hey, you
French
know what?
Revolution,
but I feel
that
it.
bitch.
What?
I feel it.
Yeah, me too.
The French Revolution was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty fucking metal as fuck.
It was. They were beheading everyone who was rich.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh, you have money?
It was punk as fuck.
To the guillotine with you, Mary thought.
Yeah. So are we hating aristocrats or what do we got? Anything else?
Oh yeah, the globalist elites that are trying to push the world into opening up more monopolies, aka Disney, aka Bill Gates. Fuck Bill Gates.
If we're gonna get political, it's crazy. The CDC lifted the mask mandate for people with vaccines, and then Trader Joe's was okay, if you have the vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. And then everyone is gaslighted, it's like Pavlov's fucking dog, man. You take the dog's collar away, and the dog wants the collar back, and everybody's why is Trader Joe's letting vaccinated people not wear masks? We all have to wear masks, and they're you have to check everyone at the door. They have to prove they're vaccinated if they don't want to wear a mask, and it's just this crazy.
And the CDC's in the background, no, you don't have to wear them.
But to be fair, the media and the government and kind of Democrats, to be honest, we're no, this is the biggest fucking shit in the world. And now we're kind of getting past it. Everybody's getting vaccinated, and so they're okay, this shit doesn't matter anymore. And everybody's no, I can't dunk on Republicans for not following the rules anymore because the rules don't matter. You know what I mean? It's this weird dude I mean, like, I'm vaxxed. Like, I went and got the fucking vaccination. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I wear the fucking mask. You know what I mean? I wear it. Yeah. But, you know, no, dude, it's like, it's crazy. Like, there's gonna, like, people are gonna wear masks because it's the hygienic thing to do going forward. Like, it affected American culture. But, like, I don't think they're ever gonna mandate fucking masks again, or at least I hope they don't, because they could shove that shit up their ass.
2 out of 3 people on this podcast wear masks, okay?
Yeah. Wait, are you not a mask wearer? You don't?
I do sometimes.
Okay.
And
Fair
2
enough,
out of
fair
3
enough,
people
fair.
on this podcast are obese. So there is a reason we wear them.
Now, I did, like, because I sort of, like, worked in healthcare, I think I was, like, one of the fucking, like, in my life, I was one of the first people to get vaccinated or whatever. I lucked out and got the Pfizer joint.
Yeah.
The Moderna shit sounds like it stinks. The Johnson & Johnson shit was basically useless from what I understood.
I heard it was poison, basically.
No.
Like, I heard it was killing motherfuckers.
Stay off
out
the
here.
mommy groups on Facebook.
You know?
But,
Did it make it their kids autistic?
It gave my testicles cancer.
okay. And that's how we get kicked off of YouTube.
Medical misinformation. Bill
My
Gates
big toe
owns
fell off.
the fucking Wuhan facility.
Yeah, but no, I got. So if you're gonna get it, get the Pfizer one. Is what I'm saying. Like the Pfizer one seems like the
I
way to
heard
go.
Jeff Bezos made that one in a Korean lab.
I heard Jeff Bezos looks like a giant left testicle.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm pretty sure that one's accurate as well.
His wife left him and took half his
I
shit.
heard he's a broke bitch now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need Todd to seduce and marry Bezos' ex-wife, despite not really having a thing for MILFs like that.
I don't know. The way he looks, she might be more into me.
Maybe. Do you have a bald spot?
It's a compliment. I'm saying you're handsome. He's ugly like me.
But like he's like
Don't
really,
give me that dirty cunty look like I just insulted you.
He's not fat though. I think is what that's why it got weird.
I mean, maybe she's looking for something different.
Yeah.
You know what? When MGK's wife leaves him, then maybe you have a chance, Tom.
Megan Fox?
Yeah, I was making
No.
a joke that you look like a...
I don't look like MGK.
You
dude.
kind of look like that Ruby Rose chick.
Yeah.
All right, I can live with that.
Yeah.
Or,
I can make bitches gay.
who's that white rapper that was really, like, kind of gay?
I hate all the white rappers, so I wouldn't know.
It was very poppy.
Hoodie Allen.
G-Eazy, yeah, you look like G-Eazy. Or Woody Allen, yeah.
Hoodie Allen.
Yeah.
Not Woody Allen. He's not Woody Allen. Do you even know who Woody Allen is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. He's married to his daughter, isn't he?
Yeah. His Asian daughter.
His Asian
Hot.
daughter.
His Chinese spy bitch.
His
daughter.
12-year-old daughter, yeah. His plant of a daughter.
Anyway.
So yeah, I guess I look like all those people.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
Do you feel as uncomfortable as the Asian guy did when Tony was making the jokes?
No, because we're all posting this with knowledge that it's going to get out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
I'm just saying the jokes looked like it went pretty well in the room. People were laughing.
Okay, yeah, like my personal I thought the Asian dude sucks as a comedian. Like even after we watched the set, like I'm like this
He had
shit,
a couple
He
jokes.
was all right.
yeah, he's okay. I didn't
was
think he was
okay.
that fucking good. What Tony said was fucked up. Like
It
I
was.
didn't
Definitely.
think the Tony shit was not funny to me. Like I wasn't like, oh, the audacity. Like
It's also
was just
like he tried a joke and it failed. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And comedians do that.
I feel
He tried to come out and be a wild boy.
Yeah, and it
Didn't
just
go well.
It didn't go well. Now.
Which it's kind of on brand with Tony to go be a little crazy. You know what I mean?
Sure,
A little bit of
and
a
I
wild
saw
boy.
and whenever it first blew up, there's like some dude in a wheelchair posted a video of sort of a similar situation with Tony, and he just flamed him back, and it was fine. It was great, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I think he should have addressed it to Tony directly
Yeah, for
instead
sure.
of putting it on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, dude, because I mean, it just looks
Man to
like
man.
because now you put it on Twitter for internet cool points.
You endangered a man's income. He
Yeah.
got dropped by his manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to the days of you have a problem, let's fight?
Well, they made
You know
fighting
what I mean?
illegal.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
That never stopped people back.
I mean,
before the internet,
I'm
though.
pretty sure, and okay, so then this is a fucked up systemic problem that people on the Asian dude's side sort of have a point about anyone that's like fly with Rogan will probably never work with that fucking kid ever again. Like, as far as like the comedy elite, like that dude is fucking blacklisted.
Yeah.
So he has to go straight to, and this is why I think it's not a good play. Like, he had every right to address it with Tony if he was bothered. He had every right to talk about it on the internet in the right way. But if you're selling out the person giving you opportunities to the angry mob on Twitter,
Just for clout.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And the angry mob on Twitter will turn on you as soon as you make a fucking joke that they don't like, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that you can build a career on necessarily.
No.
So, like, yeah, dude, you're going to have hype for 2 weeks because you dunked on Tony, and then now what do you do?
And then anyone who's an actual fan of comedy in that whole like area of life, they're not gonna fuck with him.
You will be the Kent Baysworth of comedy at that point.
Because they released a joke that didn't land.
And that's not necessarily right. Like, there's
exactly.
He should be able to operate in a way where, like, it doesn't matter whether he gets blackballed by the comedy elite or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's fucked up that, like, if you, like, insult Joe Rogan one time, like, maybe you can never be a successful comedian. You know what I mean? Like, or like, open for those guys. Like, you have to go do it entirely on your own, or, like, you'll never be embraced by, like, the Comedy Store or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how deeply entrenched in the culture that is, but there is this bro thing at the top, right?
Yeah.
And even dudes that I love, like, I love Tim Dillon, like, a lot, like, maybe one of my favorite, like, present comedians, but he's in the Joe Rogan Club. But, like, even he, like, pokes fun at other, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of, you know, I don't know.
That's
but
his thing.
He stands up for Rogan a lot, though. He
stands up for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he likes to give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
And he gives people shit, too. Yeah,
exactly.
For sure. Tim Dillon has a really, like, fair approach to things, in general. But as we're getting a little bit off track. I think that you can.
I mean, we're fans of comedy, so I mean, not really. Fuck them.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel like.
And if we're gonna talk about homies doing it themselves in the non-traditional stand-up way, Andrew Schultz got snubbed by Dave Chappelle, and it might be because they were kind of talking shit about Dave Chappelle at one point. Yeah. And then Dave, when it came around to the end of it, he's like, you know what? I'm just like an old man from the 70s. Yeah. Keep going without me, fashion. I found what looks good for me.
For sure. I have complicated Andrew Schultz opinions.
Cody's not a big fan of Andrew Schultz.
I fucking hate him so much, dude.
I like him.
He's
2 out of 3 people on this podcast like Andrew Schultz.
Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, I'm outnumbered. I just feel like
well, Chappelle didn't know he was a stand-up guy.
It wasn't even like, it didn't even seem like Chappelle was really shitting on him to me.
No.
Stuff on the computer.
Yeah, no, we're good. We haven't lost it yet. But
okay.
Does that mean it's shutting off?
No.
Are we about to get fucked?
No, we're not getting fucked. Windows tried and Windows failed.
God damn it.
We're good. So, let's see.
But I mean, as far as how Andrew handled it, I get it. But, like, the way you described it to me earlier, it was kind of like...
Well, dude, here's the thing. Like, I hate Andrew Schultz. And the reason that I hate Andrew Schultz is I feel like he doesn't stand for anything. I feel like in any context that you put him in, he's overeager to, like, perform. He's an actor. Like, everything that Schultz does when he's on camera is like a front or a play. And it's not like we're talking about Luis J. Gomez, right? And
now, I will point that out.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that because of the Flavor It 2 podcast. Their whole thing is like, we're going to say the crazy wild shit and all that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be unedited. It's edited. Let's be real.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
The real version of that is Gas Digital.
Yeah.
Where they're not edited.
For sure. And like, Lewis will sit across from a guy and be like, I'm glad your friend's dead. Ha ha ha. And it's like, it's understood that, like, he's being an asshole on purpose for a joke. Whereas, like, Schultz, like, on something like Brilliant Idiots will, like, dig in and, like, die on this hill. Like Charlemagne is, like, Schultz is, like, fairly unknown, at least, like, in my world, right? And then, like, him and Charlemagne at some point start Brilliant Idiots, right? And then Schultz is like, okay, I'm going to be with Charlemagne. I'm going to be in front of a predominantly, like, urban audience because he comes from the Breakfast Club or whatever. So I'm going to be the ignorant fucking white guy that just pisses people off with stupid fucking opinions. And then he becomes that. And, like, every episode of Brilliant Idiots that I've ever fucking like just caught a glance of is just Schultz like saying inflammatory shit for no reason. And it's just, it's so like disingenuous. And then like on his own platform, like I don't even feel like he has those type of takes. So it's just like the environment, he doesn't stand for fucking anything, man. He'll just say anything to like be weird. And it's not even like a joke necessarily. Like maybe
he's a hypocrite. And
yeah,
he admits this.
For sure.
Yeah. At least he's honest about that.
But I don't even think he's honest about that, man, because even whenever I'm watching him, he may say it out loud because he plays this fucking nice guy thing. So in responding to the Chappelle thing about, like, Chappelle saying, like, yeah, that's not my shit, like, that's not stand-up because he's doing it on Instagram, where's the crowd at? That's not the same art form, is basically what Chappelle said. Which was
kind of a douchey comment, I think.
Sure.
And then Joe Rogan was like, we're not talking about you. We're talking about him.
For sure. It is definitely pretentious, right? Yeah. And it throws shade. So if you look up like Flagrant 2 or Andrew Schultz Chappelle, there's like 8 fucking videos where like Schultz just has Chappelle's name in his fucking mouth and it's shade. Like I watched like 3 or 4 of the videos today. Like it's always some shady shit. And Schultz will be like, okay, like I feel like the Chappelle thing is like what he said about me on there, he's like, I think it was fair, but like we don't know Chappelle from stand-up, we know Chappelle from a TV show. And then we fell in love with his stand-up. So
which is how most people found Chappelle. Sure.
So his point there is me and Chappelle are the same, basically. Like we come from like a newer form of media that's not stand-up, and then like we become famous for stand-up after is sort of the premise.
I mean, they kind of have the same career path, just through a different era, because Schultz was on MTV. Mm-hmm. He was on Comedy Central, and then he had a big falling out with them, and then didn't appear on anything else and just switched to strictly YouTube.
Sure. I feel that.
Chappelle was on TV. Yep. Everyone fell in love with the Chappelle Show.
He left because he felt undervalued.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay, so then Schultz turns around in that same conversation, and he's like, let me think of how he put it because I don't want to misrepresent what he said. He said, and then there's very few comedians that are known strictly off of stand-up. He's like Jim Gaffigan, and then he says, well, probably me because of YouTube. Well, YouTube isn't stand-up. If we're working on the Chappelle premise, right? You're saying people that are famous strictly off of, you know what I mean? So it's like that's a contradiction. Like you can't say you're the dude known for stand-up. Like that was a stupid.
But he also released an entire comedy special on YouTube.
I do want to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah,
let's say this isn't Andrew Schultz saying this, right?
Sure.
Let's say this is Chris DiStefano or some shit, right?
Sure.
Like somebody that maybe you're not as aware of, and you don't have a hatred for, that says some wild shit like this. I don't think you'd be as upset because
probably not.
You already don't like Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, probably not as upset. You're right, but I think that was a weird logical thing that he did. And so, okay, let me go to my next problem with that video, right? And at the end, he's like, "Yeah, I don't think Chappelle was throwing shade at me. Like, I think that was overhyped. Like, I don't think Chappelle was being negative." And then the little other motherfucker on Andrew's show is like,
Akash.
"Nah, man, you know what? Like, Chappelle is kind of a bitch or some shit. Like, it wasn't outright disrespectful like that."
He said something along the lines of, I think he caught himself hating.
Yeah, he caught himself hating and then he stopped. Or like he caught himself like being a bitch and then he stopped. Or he stopped himself from hating. You know what I mean? And like in every one of those videos that I watched like 3 of them today, it was Schultz like, yeah, man, like I'm not really worried about Chappelle. And then here comes the fucking co-host like, nah, fuck Chappelle. Like whenever I was in New York and we were coming up on Chappelle, like I didn't care about Chappelle's stand-up until after the TV show. Like the co-host says the disrespectful shit, but Andrew's too fucking cool to say it. You know what I mean? It's like a weird dynamic. Like you even agreed with me a little bit that everybody on that show kind of cocksucks Schultz.
Yeah,
like so
he pays their fucking bills.
Yeah, so he's in a bubble of like, you know what I mean. Whereas like we were talking about with like Legion of Skanks or like Louis Gomez, like they don't give a fuck. They'll contradict each other.
It would literally like piss Louis off if you like started sucking his dick.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like if he came in every day and Dave Smith and Big J Okerson were like, "You're doing great."
Yeah,
he'd be like, "What the fuck is this
for
bullshit?"
Sure. And I've never seen anything from those guys that I dislike.
Yeah.
Like you know,
they're fucking funny.
They push the fucking envelope, man.
Shit.
Big J is one of my favorite stand-up guys. Honestly,
so my Schultz problem is I feel like he's a chameleon with no backbone. Like he goes into every situation just trying to be a fucking troll. Like he's the most successful troll ever. Basically, is my premise.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, besides 6ix9ine.
He is a big fan of 6ix9ine.
I think Schultz is like willfully fucking ignorant. Like he knows, but he plays the dumbass in situations or like digs into like weird points, and it's just like, and that's mainly
because he comes from like a super privileged life. His
Sure.
dad was like a head guy at MSNBC.
Yeah.
He grew up, had his mom's.
And that's it, bro. Because he does the Fox News thing where it's like, we're going to bring you on our show and then we're going to like trap you in this shit. Like, so you beat women, Todd? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, not all the time.
Not all the time.
Yeah, he doesn't do that on Flagrant 2.
You don't beat women all the time? Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a dirty
I
fucking...
did see him fight a tranny earlier.
Yeah,
but
you know,
that's beside the point.
And so, and I mean, I understand I'm brilliant idiots. Like, he's just like simping Charlemagne, basically. Like, Charlemagne gave him his MTV job, I think, partially, and, or they met there or something, you know? Like, I understand, like...
Just to avoid getting canceled.
Sure.
It was a transmission, like a car transmission.
I feel you.
Gender neutral shift juice.
Yes, exactly.
But, no, dude, like, Schultz just... I don't know, man. He's just and he's a business genius. He's super intelligent. He's a technically like skilled comedian. You know what I mean? Like I'll give him like all his flowers. I just personally like fucking like hate his vibe, or like there's something like messy, like teenage girl about, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm trying to diagnose like why I hate the motherfucker so much.
Is it because you see yourself in him a little bit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of Andrew Schultz in him, doesn't he?
Do I?
Yeah.
If I do, I'm completely unaware of it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're a hater, but you're still like, yeah, but like they're cool. But like, still fuck them. Like this whole 10-minute rant you just went on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm still going to give him his flowers. I just hate him. I hate his vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I'll have to reflect on that more.
Yeah.
But it's fuck Andrew Schultz right now, though.
I like Andrew Schultz. I think he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I enjoy the content of you can make jokes about anything because anything can be funny. Because you have to laugh at all the bad shit and the good shit.
I don't disagree with that, but I don't think that's what he does. Like, I mean, like, he does that, but that's not, like, the problem. You know what I mean? It's not like he jokes about shit that he shouldn't.
It's like Cody's like mentally Andrew Schultz, physically Ralphie May, right?
Wow. It's just always a Ralphie May joke. I don't think I'm Ralphie May big.
No, you're not that big.
So it's a weird
Skinny
thing.
Ralphie May.
I think I'm cuter than Ralphie May, too.
I'll give you that.
For the record.
I'll give you that.
Fuck you. And then some other, like, okay, maybe, Todd, I want to know how you feel about this. My other thing was he started the Dave Chappelle conversation, Andrew Schultz. He's like, okay, so, like, let's start, like, Dave's the greatest living comedian right now. Like, he was like, well, Patrice is the greatest of all time, but Dave is the greatest living comedian.
Well, that's his personal opinion. He's a huge fan of Patrice O'Neal. He has him hung up in his studio.
I feel that, but okay. So if he has a history of it, maybe I let it slide. But it is almost like it struck me like, okay, so like
you're taking it as shade for no reason.
For sure.
Why are you being so sensitive for Dave Chappelle?
Dude.
This man has made millions of dollars. We don't need to feel bad for Dave Chappelle.
No, we don't have to feel bad for Dave Chappelle. But at the same time, like what is the problem with Dave Chappelle? Like is him like getting his money from Comedy Central? Was that some bitch ass shit?
I mean,
whining about it, I felt like was kind
How did he whine about it?
Annoying.
What was the whining? Was whenever he put the statement out? Is that what you're saying? Was that whining?
I think.
Or is that the thing
or
that
the
got
video
him
where
his
you're
money?
talking about like boycott the Chappelle show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the video that I was kind of like, eh.
Sit
That's
low,
not
homie.
whining. That's a genius fucking chess move, is it not?
Yeah. I mean, technically,
that's
it's
like-
an industry win.
Yeah.
But of course, there's people who are going to be like, oh, that was bitch shit.
Yeah,
because
but
you technically
but
won.
that sets the precedent for every other comedian that will ever tell a fucking joke. If you're good and that you get robbed, you can come back later, engage your fan base, and get your fucking money.
The thing that I don't like is like you signed this contract. Like you didn't read into what you were signing. Like
it was a predatory contract.
And plus, you're a millionaire, so I don't feel any sadness for you.
But you're simping for a corporation that's
I'm not
1,000
simping.
millionaires.
That's not what I'm doing.
Comedians and artists shouldn't get fucking paid from corporations.
I'm not saying
Comedy
that
Central
either.
couldn't have paid him fairly and still
I'm
not made a
saying that
profit.
Before he should have. It should have been right off the bat. He should have been trying to get his money.
Right, but you
Not waiting
can't
10
because
years.
they're a giant corporation. You're one season into the greatest television show of all time, and they won't pay you what you know you're worth. So you disappear and go to Africa. They call you a crackhead for 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
like
that shit's fucked up. I will give you
it's
that.
all fucked up.
That's fucked up.
So how is him making a statement saying, okay, Comedy Central did some slick shit. They put this show out. I have beef with this show. We have like a past. There's like this thing.
It was the re-releasing of the show I have an issue
I think the biggest issue,
which was Comedy Central.
Yes, exactly.
I think the biggest issue I had with what Dave said was the part where he said that like it
This
made him
industry
drink
made me
and smoke
drink.
and that kind of thing.
Okay.
That was kind of like,
because he said he was a
come on,
devout
dude.
Muslim.
Yeah, okay.
That's a little
That's a little
nuts.
bit of a cop out. Because if you're really a devout religious
Yeah.
person and anything you have shortcomings, that's not
Sure.
anyone else's fault besides you.
That's a
and
weird. Yeah, that was a weird thing. Why did you
it
bring
was
that
fucking
up?
weird. Yeah.
That why did you bring that up?
Yeah.
But the premise of the video and bullying a corporation into giving your money, like,
I'm not totally
why-
upset about that.
I'm
sure.
happy it happened.
Like, I wanna
Everyone
make
should
that
own their intellectual property.
Sure.
And have the rights to their own
Okay.
their own being.
So like all this shit,
Except
like,
for-
and it's not just Schultz. Like there's other comedians that are like giving Chappelle shit for this, and like
Yeah.
trying to make him out to be like this weird like they're giving Chappelle more shit than Rogan. Like Rogan gets like flamed by like Twitter and like woke people and shit like that, but like comedians are turning against Chappelle, and I'm like, why? Why do I see that happening? Is it just the Muslim comment? Like,
I don't know. People just like to hate.
for sure, I
Honestly.
hear you, but it's yeah, man. I don't
There's
know.
a lot of negativity in this world, and it's real hard to rise above it.
Now, one comedian I
Because
think we
okay, I like because let's be clear here. Is Chappelle the greatest living comedian right now?
Yeah, debatably. I'm personally
What are you saying? Chappelle, greatest living
I just
comedian.
got kicked in the nuts, so
That's
give me a
fine.
second.
No, you're good.
This little fucking beagle might end up.
You're a
In the other
professional.
room.
Pull it together.
All right, don't you jump up here. I'll clothesline you. I'll give you a tombstone pile driver. Greatest living comedian?
Yes.
In my opinion, no.
Who is?
I'd rather go Bill Burr.
my boy.
I fuck with Bill Burr heavy.
I him
and
or
he's-
Joey. I fucking love Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz is more, I would say, I think he's the better live comedian.
Because he's a whole vibe.
I think.
Oh my God, Cooper.
Some of
Joey-
the shit I've watched.
Joey's
show,
good. He's niche.
YouTube, that kind of thing.
He's a wild, outlandish, loud, ranting
Yeah.
comedian, and that's something
For
I
sure.
enjoy.
No, dude, he's fire.
Because I like
Like,
the bam, bam, bam
I love
punchline.
Joey, but like
But as far as the art form of stand-up, I would say Bill Burr.
Yeah,
on a
Dave Chappelle has a more cerebral approach nowadays.
Sure.
His early
it's more
shit, funny.
narrative storytelling.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, Dave's doing almost like a spoken word, like sort of poetry.
His own
sort
shit.
Yeah, like it's like a new style. Like I don't think anybody else is doing what Dave does necessarily.
Yeah. Well, not as well.
And we'll see how it affects it. So like I think Dave is going more niche in a way that like I feel like Joey Diaz is like a niche, like nobody does what Joey Diaz does better than Joey Diaz, right?
Yeah.
I might like Stanhope more, but who does what Stanhope does? You know what I mean? Like it's like
Well, I'm going off specials I've seen,
okay.
and I have never, like, I've seen all of Bill Burr's.
Sure.
And I've never seen a Bill Burr special. I was like, oh, this was
No,
trash.
it's
You
And
know what
plus
I
the
mean?
fucking Philly rant.
Which I've
Yeah.
seen, like, a
And he has
Chappelle.
legendary moments like that
Chappelle's
too.
had a couple specials that I wasn't huge on. They
Yeah.
were all right, but
Man, I feel like
I felt like it wasn't his best work. You know what I mean?
He's become more profound in his old age.
sure.
Like he wants to come across as like a
it's almost like a podcast or something.
hey. I mean,
Which he is doing a podcast now.
Yeah?
I mean,
Yeah.
he signed a big money deal.
Who do you sign
and
it
it's
with?
going to be,
Do you know?
I don't even remember. I know it's going to be one of those things you have to pay like $5 to
No,
listen.
dude. So
Which is
here's the
kinda
thing. I think
trash.
that, and I want to be really fair about this point, but this is like, I think it's an important point, and I'm trying to divorce it from any emotions that I might have about Schultz or whatever. I think Dave is like, even if he's not the greatest alive right now, he's maybe the most important because of. He took 20, like the business thing. I just respect that so much. Like that he made Comedy Central pay him. He said "fuck you" and disappeared. He started doing like comedy in the park. And I understand people say like, okay, that's privilege. He has millions of dollars. He can go with a PA speaker in the park and do that. Not everybody can like start doing stand up that way. Like, yeah, dude, like he was established, but
I'm thinking more the modern comedian.
his roots in like hip hop culture is like super important to me.
that's-
Like the shit that he did with like Mos Def on Chappelle's show and like
like,
yeah.
The Block Party and
that's
shit,
why-
like Kanye, like there's all those roots. Like
that's why you're so into Chappelle being the greatest of all time, because you're into that world of hip hop
maybe
where you're not as much into comedy as like me and Todd. I would say Rogan is the most important for this era of comedy.
This man
as far
started
as podcasts.
Rogan is
He
like
went from TV and left TV
sure.
and did the podcast.
okay. Rogan
and
is
has
the
done
most
so much more.
Rogan's the single most important person in media.
Honestly,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and whether, like, and dude, the podcast comes and goes. Like, I don't watch every episode now that he's on Spotify.
But he
like,
reaches motherfuckers.
for sure. It's
Yeah.
just the impact
And then
is
you
just
also
insane.
think about some of the podcasts he's put together. Fighter and the Kid.
Yes.
I mean, really, I don't know if Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub end up being like friends if
Yeah.
it's not for Rogan.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
he's
you know,
he's the center of like a community thing. I mean, it's,
He's the center of the comedy store community
so
that he
many
helped
people-
build through the
Yeah.
90s.
there's so many people that go on his podcast and he's like, hey, you should do a podcast. And then they end up doing a podcast.
Lex
and,
fucking Friedman.
you know?
yeah,
Yeah. Or
Lex Friedman.
Your Mom's House. I bet Tom wouldn't have ended up getting into that
Well,
shit.
and
know,
yeah,
Bert.
and it's even.
Yeah.
And that speaks to like, and all those people do very different things, but it speaks to like Rogan just influenced podcast culture. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who knows?
It's,
Maybe we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Rogan.
Yeah. Strictly as like a stand-up comedian that puts specials out, though, like just track record, like
Joe Rogan's fucking hilarious. Don't
For
you
sure.
disrespect him like that.
no, I'm not.
Oh,
no,
okay,
no, no,
okay,
no, no,
okay,
no. That's
okay.
not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying like, as far the precedent that Dave set, as far as saying fuck you and leaving and
Yeah.
then coming back and getting all his glory later in life,
Yeah.
like that is so commendable to me.
Yeah,
like
that's
an
great.
achievement that's almost on par with like Rogan being so prolific with his podcast.
So kind of like Andrew Schultz getting blacklisted by Comedy Central and then doing his own tube thing, building an empire and creating a whole niche by himself.
See, I
essentially.
wouldn't compare that because Andrew Schultz wasn't as big as Chappelle.
I mean, yeah, that's 100% fair.
You know, in the retrospect of like him being on MTV
mean,
and shit, wasn't
yeah.
as big as Chappelle's show.
and I don't,
You
and
know.
that's
Oh,
like
fuck no.
That's
No,
a-
I wasn't making that distinction at
and
all.
that's
I'm just
like-
saying there's
that could be
similarities
confused, though.
between their...
That could be
the-
confused
for
into,
sure.
You know,
That's
what I mean?
fair, yeah.
Comedy Central, like Comedy Central can pay some bills, but like that's like saying like today being like, oh, like I'm not allowed to use house phones anymore. Like it's like nobody really needs fucking Comedy Central. So like that's not like the biggest L to take in the world to me.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not, and that's for anybody. You know what I mean?
Well, that
Like,
was an era where Comedy Central was the biggest
Yeah,
place to get on.
We're talking like
okay.
This was the
early
early
2010s.
For sure.
exactly, yeah.
But I mean, Rogan got
Late
he had to
2000s.
leave the Comedy Store for a while. You know,
Yeah.
like plenty of people like
Well,
because that was different.
that
yeah.
was the goat. The goat stopped him from doing that. You know.
but
Hey, if CJ Watson's your goat,
Carlos
your goat?
Menesthealy.
yeah.
Carlos Menesthealy can be mine.
But there's a motherfucker that made his living off Comedy Central.
You know,
as a-
Ned was so thankful Joe Rogan didn't get physical with him.
yeah, dude.
He would have snapped him in half.
And so yeah, and then Rogan. That's a like Bill Burr in Philly, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you've got Rogan and Mencia. Like these are crazy, like cultural, you know, comedy
Phenomenal.
moments.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Like-
speaking of violent things that happened this week,
Mm-hmm.
did you guys see the baseball fight?
No,
with the fans?
I don't give a fuck about
Oh,
baseball.
yeah, that guy got dropped.
The dude that like he walked over and just clocked this dude in the jaw,
Right straight,
and then like
dropped this
people
motherfucker.
just tackled him.
Like a mummy.
For sure.
They tackled him and held him like white dads until the cops showed up. And then, of course, there's some guy in the background yelling, Officer, this guy needs help. Officer, can you get some help for him?
Obviously
Yeah.
drunk. It was
On the $12
glorious.
beers.
Yeah.
It was fucking
That
glorious.
he's stupid enough to fucking pay for and then spill all over himself.
I didn't see this video. It
It's,
sounds a little.
dude, I
Do you
think
think it was? Do you think it was Lady Gaga's dog walker?
God damn.
Oh my god! I think he's got brain damage. Oh my god! Help him!
Help. Let's see.
Yeah.
At least it's not Fifi this time.
Justin Gaethje did a fucking hilarious condom commercial.
Oh yeah, I saw you threw that in there. I didn't watch it though.
I thought it was fucking...
I will strike you, Coop.
Justin Gaethje's condoms.
That's a joke. I'm not. I've never
was
hit
for
the dogs.
Trojan.
It was a
Fine.
Letterkenny joke.
Kind of fun.
No,
No, you're
Jesus.
good. You're good.
Todd's gonna give us an advertisement. It's not. The money's not going to us. That's great.
Yeah. So
Thanks, Todd.
sort of like, while Todd's looking that up, just kind of wrapping up
I thought I fucking put it in the goddamn
You
group
did.
chat
I
on
definitely
Instagram.
saw
At some
it.
point,
On
yeah.
Instagram, yeah.
Oh, on Instagram? I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
No, it was in there.
I found it.
I just
in,
saw it
the
earlier.
Reels, but like
But no,
Fucking
it's sort
irritating.
of. I don't know, man. I guess maybe I didn't get to finish this point. I was saying, like, I feel like Chappelle is like a hero and an icon, and maybe we need it culturally. Maybe it's important that Chappelle is there.
it's
And-
probably this one that's on the. Fuck me.
God.
I would say yeah.
I'm going.
And then going
I'm
forward,
not going to take anything away from Chappelle.
For sure.
Chappelle is one of the greatest.
and not just Schultz, but like these other guys, like I'm torn because like you need that inspiration of like Chappelle being like a god amongst us, so to speak, right? Like of him being so fucking great. You need that inspiration. And then I feel like it's a short term like payoff for like people to do the Schultz. You're throwing rocks at the throne, so to speak. You're making Chappelle human, and so I'm torn on that because like Chappelle should be human.
Oh
right?
fuck! I'm sorry.
Like nobody's above criticism or approach necessarily.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are we achieving here? Like, are we achieving internet cool points, or like, do we actually have a problem with Chappelle? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
and no one can really actually have a problem with Chappelle. He's the most influential comedian right now.
for sure. So
But-
like, I just, I guess that just trying to divorce myself from any emotions about Schultz specifically, but just
Yeah.
like, I see a lot of criticism of Chappelle, and I'm confused. You know what I mean? Even if you think, he's not the greatest comedian right now, like that's fine too, but just to be like, oh, like he's whining and like, like where's this energy coming from?
yeah, I'm
you know?
going to take back the whining thing. I wouldn't say whining is necessarily the right word.
Damn.
I would say there's
Bro
been
is a
some things he
Padres
said that were a
fan and
little
just
different.
slept that guy. And then
Yeah.
these other 30-year-old white men just like jump in.
Cargo shorts everywhere.
I know I sent you. There was a different angle I sent
Oh,
you that
man.
somebody had did some editing. It was
God, he knocked the golf out of that
Let
guy.
me see if I can find
Yeah,
it.
he did.
Jesus. God, he's going to forget to pay his country club membership.
Damn it.
Dude, this Padres guy looks like a fucking hero to me.
Oh, I know where it is.
All right, straight. Fucks most people's
just
life
straight
up.
up did it. And I don't know why, but he just fed him one, man.
Right
Knocked
down
his,
the shit pipe, bro.
knocked his glasses off.
Hit him right in his cocksucker.
And then the other 30-year-old white men with pent-up aggression are like, this is my opportunity. And they just run
Yeah.
and jump over seats. Like, this is the most athletic shit they've done in years. Like, you just got your ass beat by weekend warrior mechanics or some shit. Like, it's just like...
I know there was another video I sent you.
Violence is never the answer, but if you don't believe exactly what I believe, I'll fucking kill you
up.
type guys.
Man, that makes me want to buy a Padres jersey for some reason. I don't even know where the Padres are from.
San Diego.
No.
Fucking trash can of a person.
Really?
That.
No. I'm not with that California shit, bro.
Yeah, I can't find it, but there was a video of that there was a different angle, and the dude,
Of that same punch?
the same punch,
Okay.
and somebody had edited it and put it was cancel culture, like the guy that got punched.
Luis Gomez, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah, he
Luis
tweeted
Gomez
something,
was
yeah.
the Padres guy, and then he punched cancel culture, and then it was like blue hair bitches, Twitter, and like he got jumped by like all these
Yeah.
other,
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
It was funny. It was good.
I love Luis Gomez. He's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
As I've been exposed to him more, like I dig him. I get what they're doing. I think they're probably the closest thing to like an Opie and Anthony.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? As far as like they're a platform for like the real edgy shit.
Yeah.
And I like Tim Dillon jokes about like, oh, my days on YouTube are numbered, but I don't think he's pushing the envelope in the same way that they
Yeah.
do. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he did threaten to burn down some lesbians' houses.
right.
that
no.
was wild.
But
I
yeah,
love that.
Dude.
that was
he's-
hilarious.
Dude, I don't know. Tim Dillon is just great as far as like as far as a comedian putting out consistent content on the internet. Like Tim Dillon's my pick right now. I
And
mean,
he's just so goddamn funny. And he's
Yeah.
just so relatable.
and
Because he's kind of a piece of shit.
and his bits are. I mean, everything he says is a bit basically, right? But it's
Yeah.
just like, but he can just go and go and go in the fake business. Like, did you watch the Sonic one that I sent?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
like he's just like, let's call Sonic and see what's going on. And he's
Yeah.
like, okay, so $5 an hour, but I get tips if I'm the like bellhop taking food out to the cars. And he's like, and I can just have food if I want it. And the like,
And ice cream.
and the little like 16-year-old Mexican kid on the phone is like, yeah, bro, you can have ice cream. Like, whatever you want. And he's like,
yeah, but we do need a cook.
Yeah, he's like, but we do need a cook, and it's like $11 an hour. And he's like, okay, how much food can I steal then? You know,
Because I got kids I gotta feed.
The fake business bit where he's just calling people and setting up real estate deals that he's never gonna follow through on. And
Yeah.
dude, like, just fucking speaks to my soul, man.
Getting kicked off Airbnb
Yeah.
and then still using it openly through someone else's account. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Does a podcast from an Airbnb and he's just like, I'm not here under my name. Fucking legendary.
Dude.
The shit he did as like Sarah McCain, I guess.
No.
It was
Her last
was-
name's McCain.
It was John McCain's daughter, but I can't remember. He's like, I want to fuck daddy. And he's in a wig.
Yeah.
that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Tim Dillon is fucking amazing.
Very unique individual. I'm glad we have him around. I'm glad he's got the exposure.
Some
Fair
people
enough.
have a Patreon budget on this podcast, and it's not me.
You know, I'm thinking about just canceling it.
Are
Honestly,
you? Who do you actually pay for? Spill the beans.
I have.
Flagrant 2.
Yeah, I do have Flagrant 2. I'm
Sell
trying
out.
to think of the other
Fuck
one.
you.
I have.
Kidding.
God damn it!
stop looking
It's Sam Morello, and I can't remember the other guy's name
I don't know.
right now. It's
Do you have Gas Media? You pay for that?
no, I've thought about it.
Okay.
But it's also one of those things where it's like
And that's
it's more funny not to.
for sure. and that's Luis Gomez's shit.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So is that Legion of Skanks?
Yeah,
like, do they
Legion
have
of
premium
Skanks.
content? All that would be Gas
You
Media.
get so if you go on like Apple Podcast or YouTube, it's the first like I think 10 episodes or the latest 10 episodes. But anything after that, you have to pay for it.
Okay.
Like they're not
Fair.
shortened episodes. They're just they're going to be up there a limited time.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, which is a good way to do it. I think.
Do you pay for any content, Todd? No. I feel that.
What?
You
Do you,
lying ass motherfucker.
What do I pay for?
Do you really want to do this here?
Porn,
Yeah.
I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, say it. Say what I pay for. Come on now.
Fuck. All right. Mix OnlyFans.
Fuck. That's not content. That's my lifeboat.
It's not
You
the
need that to live.
it's not the same as a Patreon or whatever, but do you pay for like Crunchyroll or something like that for the
No.
anime shit? No streaming platforms, just
I mean,
ESPN pay-per-views, right?
I mean, I pay for pay-per-view. Yeah,
Yeah.
for UFC. But
Do you pay for ESPN Plus? You one of
I
those
don't.
tools?
Okay.
I'm a vampire and I suck off other people's subscription.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a good
okay.
thing to do.
deal.
You said earlier
Kinda like
you
me
pay
and
for
Dalton's Netflix.
HBO? Play
I-
for HBO?
No.
Oh, somebody else does?
Yeah.
And you just like offered me the password basically earlier?
Allegedly.
Allegedly?
Kind of like how I have your Netflix.
Yeah.
Everything here is just jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all jokes.
Nothing serious.
Nothing serious. Can you give me that password by the way, Lee?
I would never disclose my valued
Yeah.
brother's HBO Now.
I'm sure.
But if you want the password, it'll be right here on the screen.
just whoring it out.
Wait, Cody, can you zoom in on my dick?
Maybe. I mean, the lens doesn't physically zoom, but I can do it in post.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We might need a microscope.
I mean, yeah, because you can't really tell I have
No.
a dick.
I don't know, dude. I
like
took pictures of you in your underwear. I don't know that your dick is that small, bro. There's a lot of tiny dick jokes going on.
I'm a lot of nut, bro.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
Nut, bro.
It's like all nut.
At
Oh, I'm
least
so
he's
sorry.
honest.
I have a lot of nut, but I got a little cherub of a dick. Like the
Okay.
little baby Cupid statues, where it's like. That's what I'm
Giant
rocking,
sack.
soft.
You would have
Little
killed
dick.
in ancient Greece.
Exactly.
You would have been a king. Why is it they?
Instead, now I'm just a sad, skinny white guy who won't get laid.
Why did all those statues have tiny little dicks?
Well, there was a point in time when they did have dicks, and then they broke them all off because at some point we decided they were improper. I don't know. Maybe the Catholics had something to do with that. I think they handle a lot of tiny dicks, but
They were like, we need these for something else. Come here, little Timmy.
oh my
Got
god,
you a gift.
Jesus Christ!
Is that what Catholic priest dicks look like? Just like the Greek statues? They use them as like hard butt plugs for the kids so they don't kill them when they sodomize them.
Breaking the dick off of like a Julius Caesar statue to shove it up some little Catholic boy's ass is like
That sounds like the most Roman shit on the planet, bro.
I don't know.
If that's not real, then I don't want to be alive anymore.
What are you doing, homie?
Now I
Just
need
look
like
at
an
'em.
archaeologist to like guest on the podcast for 15 minutes just so we can clear this
So
up.
what'd you guys need me to come on here
That
to
sounds
do?
way more plausible
The
than I want
history
it to
of
be.
dicks on statue.
The history of dicks on statue.
Coop, big fucking hogs?
Big hogs?
Big hogs, Coop? Big hogs?
hogs?
Coop's gay. He gets excited when we say big hogs.
Yeah, we accept him. We love him. For
Yeah,
who he
no,
is.
he's fine.
a good boy.
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
In my safe
Unless you like trip
space.
over some of Dalton's junk and fall on a piece of glass, then
Or
it kind
your
of
It's not
hurts.
glass. Like,
And like his gun and his ammo like just get lost separately
They
at
are
all times.
both in safe, secure places.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah. The other day he's like, "Whoa, is that my holster? I've been looking for that."
Yeah, the holster I did lose. I
And
will
it was
admit
like
that.
sitting on the coffee table.
You might be running the vacuum and then a fucking round goes off. You never know with this
No,
fucking
those,
place.
those are in a safe.
Okay.
Good.
They're in a safe separate from the gun. The gun's in a different locked box.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know if I break in, I have like a strong minute to take you out before you
Oh,
run.
there's a loaded clip in with the
But
gun.
it's in a locked box, presumably with your high school locker padlock. So, and you're in the dark. I don't think you're going to remember it. You're not good with numbers. Do you remember?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Is it right, left?
It's a
then
locked.
right
It's a
again?
lock box.
Okay.
but it's not locked. Okay, being real.
So yeah, which is,
I'm two clicks away from
and that's how it should be. If I break
Safety.
in, you should put me in the fucking ground.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
And none of that bullshit of like, oh, if you kill someone who breaks in, you value human life more than your stuff.
Fuck that.
Fuck them. I don't know what they're gonna
If
do, bro.
I- no,
I'm not
listen.
about to get night stalkered.
I'm so
Yeah,
poor,
dude.
Do you understand me? I'm so poor. If I have to pay fucking rent, if I'm paying good rent, and somebody comes through the door, they're dying. That's just
Yeah.
how it works.
It's fucking over.
I don't pay fucking like $300+ a month for a motherfucker to just be able to walk in.
And I know it's
getting
kind of
shot.
shitty, but you got to think everything you buy is an investment of your time, of your life working.
Yeah.
Like, let's say that computer's like $400 or $500.
See,
That's like 50 hours of your life potentially.
Here's
For
my
sure.
thing. If they want to steal stuff, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're coming in here to hurt me or my dogs, yeah, you're getting put down, buddy.
See,
I
Or
don't
even
know.
if I'm home and you're here to steal stuff, then
You just
yeah.
like,
I don't
you're-
even know what the fuck. I don't know what you're doing.
You're not welcome in my fucking space.
Like, yeah.
It's
Exactly.
just
I'm going to
like that.
stand
Like,
my ground and put 2 in your chest. I'm sorry you decided to make a poor decision. Now you're going to end up on a t-shirt.
Yeah. I don't think we've solved it. Where are we going to do the fucking podcast after you move back in with your parents?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm really going to move back in. I haven't decided.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Well, keep me in suspense.
Yeah.
Oh, can we play the game where we open your electric bill and see what it says?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
How did that end up there? Jesus
I
Christ.
found it over here and I was looking at it. I didn't open it. I was just looking at it.
Federal offenses.
I didn't open
Cody.
it. I didn't do a felony. I didn't do a
He's
felony.
calling the FBI.
Hello, CSI?
You're calling me. You opened the Bleacher Report app. I saw it.
I didn't even mean to open my phone, honestly.
Okay.
We'll open it
I-
later.
We're kind of out of steam.
That might
We're getting there.
But we're having a good time. We're having fun.
Yeah, it's been a good time. You think we should wrap up?
Do we have anything else you want to touch on, Codis?
I wrapped up for your mother last night.
Okay, I think that's a good indication to wrap up.
Wrap it unless you want to buy Plan B.
Oh no! I kind of did freestyle slam poetry about fucking your mom in the group chat the other day, and it was
for real,
glorious.
thank you for tuning in.
Did you hear that? Did you go back and listen to it? I was fucking proud of myself.
You did great, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was telling
Our group
Taj.
chat's slowly devolving into me and Cody gassing each other up, and then Dalton being a hating bitch.
Yeah, Dalton's
Our
kind of left
whole-
out.
And then
whole
our
fan
friend,
base is going to be a bunch
who
of middle schoolers with
I
mom
guess
jokes.
we're not allowed to name.
Jesus Christ.
She doesn't want everyone to know she talks to us, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, she's a mess.
Yeah.
Ditching us to go hang out at a fire with your
Yeah.
cool friends, even
Yeah.
though we invited you to hang out first.
The homie Dally came through. You had an extra steak. Like, that shit worked out pretty good.
Yeah. Well, because I made it inviting my friend, Big K-Wood, over.
Okay.
He ended up having to go into work.
I see.
Boy, his name's what?
K-Wood.
I thought you said Big K.
The first dinner I was gonna have with a woman after all of this, I just get ghosted on. I think she hates me for a whole week because I'm a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
I finally text her today. No, not even mad at me at all. She's like, yeah, of course we're still friends, dude. And I'm just like, well, then why the fuck haven't you talked to me? I came at you with a wildly kind of aggressive thing.
Todd. Maybe she was busy. Maybe she
Fucking probably.
she was doing a
No one's got time for me, it feels like.
128 hour.
I get friends
week,
for like
work
one
week?
day a week.
I
And then
have
the rest
time
of
for you.
And then the rest of the time, I'm just sitting there with my fucking dogs working out all the time.
Yeah, same brother.
The fuck you are.
Yeah.
Not the working out part, but sitting
okay.
with my dogs. Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I get like
Partly same, brother.
about an hour and a half a night to be a real human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a couple matches on dating apps. I don't want to air the girl's name out, but it was like it's not pronounced at all the way that it's spelled.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It was because it was like, do you pronounce it like this or like that? And she's like, actually, I pronounce it a third way. And it's like, wow, I'm really bombing here, huh? You know. And it was just boring. Like, I don't. It was dry ass conversation, like the shit that you deal with. I imagine.
I think we're all a victim of that. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't.
Is that part of it? Or we just?
I don't look at myself as a victim. I just think like the fucking dating app thing is just such a fucking like sycophant fucking process. I think I use that word in the right context.
Or we're just trash at like emotionally communicating what we want and feel.
Maybe that's what it is.
Like, I'm beginning
My
to
base
look.
emotion is anger. And I'm realizing that I have a fucking issue with people not giving me attention.
Yeah.
And or
I feel that.
yeah.
Not having attention.
Because I got like all this golden retriever energy.
Yeah.
And like, I know it's not healthy, but I just dive headfirst into everything because it's just like, I can live in extremes.
Yeah.
That's why I overdosed. That's why I got on drugs. Because I like to push the envelope and be on the edge of stuff because it makes me feel alive. And eventually it's made me crash and burn. But it's okay because you know what? I'm making myself a better man every single motherfucking day.
You've got that golden retriever energy. I've got that like that. What's it called? Are they bloodhounds? The fat like short pudgy dogs. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Or no, that's not a bloodhound.
Basset hounds.
Basset hound. Yeah, I got basset hound energy.
You got little wiener legs, big floppy ears.
Yeah, I'm basically sad all the time. It's great.
And you bark like, like, hey, you guys.
I like bloodhounds more than I like you. I don't know if that's the right breed.
Bloodhouse
I
gang?
said basset
Basset hounds.
hound. Yeah,
Either way.
bloodhound. They're more. They seem more intelligent. You know, I'm gonna give
Which
myself
you're not.
that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Fuck you.
Fair enough.
Cheer to
I've
Becky.
noticed when editing, we have a man-spreading problem on here. And I know you asked me to like zoom in on your cock earlier.
Man-spreading?
Man-spreading.
What's man-spreading,
What
buddy?
Todd does constantly.
You just kicked Cooper in the nose? I'm sorry, little buddy.
It's okay.
It's okay, buddy.
Todd's very flexible, if you guys didn't know that.
Hey, bag tag!
God damn.
That would have been the best
Todd,
opportunity ever.
did you see our strat the other day? Like the kid that was like punching myself in the nuts every day until I'm famous? and then my idea for you is do push-ups until I throw up every day until I'm famous?
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
No? Okay. Well, okay.
Come on, Todd.
I thought you like
You'll be
to...
so jacked.
You will be jacked.
And imagine
And
how
you'll lose
much-
weight because you're throwing up?
Yeah,
I'm planning on
the
doing
diet
this by
plan
myself.
is perfect.
Yo, you were just going to do this anyway and not film it?
No,
Those-
not the throwing up thing. No, I don't want to do that.
No.
You don't.
'Cause I'm not eating very much because I'm trying to cut weight. Then I can bulk back up with just lean muscle.
Well-
and hopefully lose this little dad bod tum I got
guess
going.
you'll leave Demi with that advantage, won't you?
What? Being dummy thick?
The throwing up.
Oh, believe. Ah, fuck.
Does she have that?
I don't know.
She probably has that.
Probably had some kind of eating disorder because
I think
the
she did,
entertainment
yeah.
industry is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Do you throw up when you overdose? Yeah? Gotcha. So she has thrown up. Probably. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Did you guys overdose on the same shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow.
Is that why we're
Soulmates.
kindred spirits? Face me.
It's like like an anime like final battle between the main characters.
Exactly. Like I'm
a whole
sausage
lot.
and she's Naruto's.
Yeah.
a whole lot stupider. It's gonna be dummy. Yep. So, anyways, again,
Episode 4
we're
fucking
gonna try to exit out again for the 5th time here.
Episode 14 coming hot like
It's
Jeffrey
been-
Epstein came in all.
It's fine. I'm just here.
Thank
for
you. It's been great. 14 episode, whatever. Love you.
We love you.
Yeah.
Thanks.